but we've got an ending with 2 nights. It's Shugs' Party 6! I'm Billy Kirkwood, here with Jen Louise and James R. Kennedy. Jen, you've got one hell of a night getting in charge of these guys backstage.
Absolutely, last night was wild. Are you guys ready for a second night of it?
And it's a night of main events, including 3 title matches. The ICW Tag Team titles will be decided in a TLC match. We will have the WWE NXT UK Women's Championship decided tonight. And a main event, James, a main event.
Bring it on. Listen, right here tonight in Glasgow, we're going to crown a brand new ICW World Heavyweight Champion. Right here tonight.
All that and so much more in the wildest party of the year with the wildest wrestling fans on the planet. Boys and girls, this is ICW!
Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Fans, I cannot say how excited I am to see Alexander Dean return to Insane Championship Wrestling. We were party to a conversation backstage between himself and Mark Dallas. Only tonight,
introducing first, making his way to the ring,
from Dublin, Ireland, multi-appearance deal right here in ICW, and I think that is a huge investment, not only for the future of ICW, but the now. This man could slot into any match in the card, any opponent, any title. You sometimes, James, you said it, sometimes once-in-a-lifetime talents come along that are just hitting their prime, and Alexander Dean is marching right up to it.
Well, the thing I love about this man, Billy, is the sheer confidence, the sheer swagger. Now, 24 hours ago, we saw another man with that same kind of swagger in the quintessential athlete, Yeston Reese, opening up night 1 in hot fashion. I get the feeling that Mr. Alexander Dean will follow suit.
But I had to say, earlier on today, I had a brief chat with Alexander Dean. He is extremely unhappy that he is opening the show tonight, and he is extremely unhappy that he's taken on his opponent, Ricky Knight Jr., because last time he was in ICW, yes, he was in the main event, he was the most talked about wrestler on the show. In his own words,
and
he talked people into the building, but tonight he's got to talk them into caring about Ricky Knight Jr., and that has awoken fire and hatred, certainly within this young man. A hugely impressive wrestling talent. It's great to see him back in
England, he is Mr. Pure Action. This is Ricky Knight Jr.
Ricky, turn me down. Sorry, I beg your pardon. That's right, Ricky Knight.
You said those words so, Billy, fire and hatred. I get the feeling, the distinct impression that Mr. Alexander Dean, he kind of likes fire and hatred.
Oh, he certainly does, but he's fired up a young man with one hell of a wrestling pedigree, of course, coming from the legendary Knight family out of Norwich in England. Hugely impressive is what everything this young man does. 6 foot, 189 pounds. He has been wrestling since 2010, and he's only in his early 20s. Now, he heard those words. Dean calls himself the grafter, a politic and time bomb, and Ricky Knight Jr. is just using his name to open doors. But on this occasion, the time bomb is answering, and he's going to blow up in this young man's face. It's going to be a short career for him in ICW.
And what a way to open night 2. Right here, Alexander Dean one-on-one with Ricky Knight Jr. The first time these two men have went one-on-one.
That's right, and it's going to be Ricky Knight, Mr. Pure Action. But as you can see, the catch provocateur. Not an easy one to say at this part of the show, James. But he's, you know what I just admire about Alexander Dean? Yes, he has that bad attitude, but it's what wins wrestling matches, it's what sells tickets, it's what every promoter wants in a competitor, a real true antagonist in pro wrestling, because he doesn't care. He's not here to make friends in the locker room, he's not here to make friends, sell t-shirts, he's here to win wrestling matches. He wants to just make a lot of money.
And when you mix the technical skills that Alexander Dean has inside the ring with that bad attitude that he has outside it, that's a winning combination.
And both these men, young men, of course, Ricky Knight Jr. Oh,
some early disrespect.
Certainly is. But he's been in there with men much more experienced than him. And there is that Knight fire. Off the ropes. Beautiful basement drop kick right to the knee. Oh, and another one right to the sternum.
Ricky Knight Jr. looking pretty damn good.
This young man, an excellent high flyer, running. Shooting star press, it could be over quick. No, only a one count by Alexander Dean.
What a statement that would be from Knight if he got the victory so early on. Oh, there's the ring savvy.
Hey, listen, it's what he's got to do. He's not... Oh! Wow, flying knee. Did you hear that echo around the building?
Alexander Dean believed he'd bought himself some time, but Ricky Knight Jr. had some other ideas.
Ricky Knight Jr. is used to the fire in terms of matches that he's been in recently, winning the WWE World title, the Undisputed Championship from his own father, Roy Knight, in front of a sellout crowd at Norwich City Ground at Frightmare. So he knows how to go in there, but there's a lot of emotion in the line. But he's in there with a man who, quite frankly, is a cerebral, just... Oh, whoa, sorry, I didn't want to cut that out. I knew something was coming, blasting him right in the face.
Ricky Jr.'s going high.
It's the pace, but it's also assured, also certain. But he's taken maybe a bit too long, yes!
Whoa!
Knight tried to catch himself, it might have wrenched his back. Beautiful variation of the Claymore.
Here's the cover.
1, 2. Only a one count.
Even something as rudimentary, as simple as a pinfall attempt from Alexander Dean, there's some menace behind it. Everything this man does inside that ring, it is aimed to hurt his opponent.
Well, you say that there's just that anger, that fire.
100%.
Off ropes. It's a beautiful Irish whip. Pounces in with that elbow, made sure to really smash him right in the side of the head. Snapmare straight over it. It's also deliberate. It's also well paced. He's never too far away, never too much separation with Alexander Dean.
See, look at the menacing look on Dean's face. To your point, Billy, keeping a beady eye on Ricky Knight Jr.
And I'm not want to take anything away from the conditioning of Alexander. Of course, you can see the shape that he's in. But Ricky Knight Jr., of course, recently on ICW Fight Club way back in April 7th, took on Jody Fleiss and Leighton Buzzard. What an encounter that was. So I would maybe suggest the longer this match goes, maybe it's going to go in the favour of the younger man.
It could do. It could do, because as you can see, Alexander Dean has muscled up in recent months.
But it's just the viciousness, it's fury that's behind it.
Carrying all that extra muscle, stamina must come into play. You can see, I'm not sure if Dean is breathing hard or just snorting like a beast, because he's pissed off that Ricky Knight Jr. is still in this match.
Well, he said he's in no mood for Ricky Knight Jr.'s nonsense. He says he's going to get young boys here tonight, but I think the last thing that's going to happen with that.
Look at this.
Always expect the unexpected from Ricky Knight.
Oh, and look at that.
Oh, pouncing insecurity. You can see Dean trying to hold on, trying to go for a big lariat. Beautiful cross body.
Unbelievable balance.
He could have hooked the leg there in for a pinfall attempt. Missile drop kick right to the corner. And another one. Hell, is working for you.
Sure is. Alexander Dean is rocked.
And the pedigree, the dynasty of the Knight family, of course. When you've got Roy and Zach as your dad and your uncle, of course, grandfather Ricky's going to be watching at home.
Oh, no doubt about it. You know, this Knight family dynasty that they have built with Ricky Knight Jr., the newest piece of it. It's wow, Billy, it's phenomenal to
This
watch.
young man has been learning to wrestle almost since he could walk. It's as common to him as it is breathing, as winning, as competing.
Just a natural inside that
What the hell
ring.
is this? Always expect the unexpected!
I'm telling you, Alexander Dean almost wrestling two different men in this match.
Incredible!
Ricky Knight Jr. attacking from all angles.
You know something, he said that in 2019 he was going to push himself more and more, getting out there, more promotions across the planet. They are scrambling to have him wrestle for him, and kudos to ICW's management to get two of these guys, two of the hottest free agents out there on multiple appearance deals for right here, and to put them together in one match.
No doubt about it, and again, Ricky Knight Jr. going high. It's worked so well so far.
Here we go. He made that adjustment in mid-air. Pump kick right to the midsection.
Uh-oh.
Looks like he's trying to get him up for a pile driver, maybe a tombstone. No, get him straight over. Big body drop.
Oh! Knight Jr. got all of that.
Release German took him over the shoulder.
What a sequence. I'm impressed by Ricky Knight Jr.
The quickness of it is incredible. Double stomp right to the back of the neck. It's done. It's done. 1, 2, 3. Oh! There's that tenacity. That tenacity. Any other man might just stay down, but not a chance. Not a chance from Alexander Dean. He feels like he's been blighted. He's been insulted by putting back in the opening match, although that is nothing to feel bad about when you're in there with a talent, putting on a showcase.
Judging by the expression on Ricky Knight Jr.'s face, and that expression just got wiped off by Alexander Dean. Whoa!
A trapped back suplex.
That could be all.
Just throw him over. I think it's done. He's out. Knight kicking out of just instinct.
Dean can't believe it.
Of course, you know that just intensity that he has. We look to Paige from WWE, the Knight family. Of course, old Dynasty were in Fighting With My Family. How to announce a movie has been made about how my family dealt with wrestling.
Well, the operative word there is fight, and Ricky Knight Jr. is damn sure in a fight to kick off night 2, Shug's house party.
All right, you want to know what damage has been done? Got him in a Gotch-style pile driver. Blowing him straight over again.
Oh, Dean
Sunset
holds on.
flip. Oh, that adjustment. He's got him in the triangle choke. Just utilising his legs, so he does have the arm, but he's not got it as tight as he'd like to. He's literally using the legs. That's enough. You can see the face, the different colours, the different patterns. You've got white, but the specific areas that are going white. Oh, the strain, look at this. Bridging up on his own neck is Alexander Dean, trying to go dead weight. Oh!
I think that took everything that Knight Jr. had, but it was essential.
Took him over in the hip.
It was essential that Knight Jr. caused some separation, and now slamming that right leg down on the mat wants the support of this huge crowd here in Glasgow. He's getting it too.
Oh. Back and forth. Alexander Dean, I've got to feel the more heavy hitter of the two is going to get the better of that. So an adjustment, Ricky Knight. Cartwheel, Death Valley driver.
Oh.
Using his own body, snapping the hips to go over on it.
He's going to hit the called it. He called it.
The 450 splash.
Are we going to see it?
Here he goes. He saw Dean move just out the corner of his eye. Rolling him straight over. He's got the tights. He's got the tights. He's got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Alexander Dean!
The politicking time bomb just got his first big win in ICW as he begins that journey back to what he considers to be the main event. But what a show by these two.
Well, you can see Ricky Knight Jr. disgusted, telling referee Sean McLaughlin, hey, Alexander Dean had the tights, but at the end of the day, Billy, it doesn't matter.
The referee didn't see it. We don't have action replays here on ICW. Sean McLaughlin's got to call what he says, but I see this, the catch provocateur. The politicking time bomb just blew up night 2 of Shug's house party.
And there's a middle finger from Alexander Dean. One finger, and that's his first win here in ICW.
He wasn't going to be impressed. He wasn't going to be intimidated. What a way to kick off things here on ICW Shug's house party. Hugely impressive shown by Mr. Pure Action, Ricky Knight Jr. But the politicking time bomb himself, Alexander Dean, begins their journey back to the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sensational night for you. We've got ourselves 3 title matches and so much more. But up next is a match that we weren't meant to see. This is going to be the famous Gravy David taking on, well, the Sam Barber Experience. This is going to be amazing. Let's go down now to Simon Cassidy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Here he comes,
Listen to the boos ring out.
the hype man of the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, that's an interesting look.
Making his way to the ring. He is the Fresh Prince of Drumline Square. This is Davey.
Popular man.
Ravy Davies come out dressed as Jason Voorhees tonight. It's a wonderful playing work. I'm just going to give myself congratulations.
Well, no one's brought up thus far. I'm surprised all these people aren't backing away from Ravy Davey.
I don't want to get fucking near him.
By the way, he's packing quite the chainsaw. Thankfully, he gets rid of it.
But Ravy Davey, the big hype man, I have called him the Fury of the Dallas Mavericks. The famous Ravy Davey.
And his opponent.
What a huge night this is, not only for Ravy Davey, but also this man. What a chance he has to make a statement.
This match originally meant to be Ravy Davey taking on Rudo Lightning. Rudo has picked up an injury. He will not be able to compete tonight. So we went and reached out to a man who we have not seen wrestle on ICW in almost a year, our former broadcast colleague, Sam Barber. But tonight you get to call him SBX, the Sam Barber Experience.
Making his way to the ring, he is the self-proclaimed most handsome man in Scottish entertainment, the leader of the Handsome Man's Club. This is the Sam Barber Experience.
Of the HMC, the Handsome Man's Club.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to excuse me. I'm just simply taken aback by how handsome this man is.
He certainly is.
Breathtaking. Anyone who rocks the feather boa like SBX is a winner in my book.
The SBX, of course. Last time he wrestled last year on ICW Shugs Hoose Party Night 1, he took on Lewis Girvin. We have not seen him wrestle, but this young man has been all around the UK. He's been wrestling, doing extensive training over in Europe with their friends at WXW. This young man has all the credentials. He is, of course, a graduate of the GPWA, so Rudo Lightning knows this young man well. Has he looked across his students? Has he looked across men that he's trained and went, that one, that's the guy that can take out Ravy Davey?
It could be, you could be onto something there, Billy, but at the end of the day, you just need to look at the face of Ravy Davey. He believes, now that he is a Dallas Maverick and he has the power of Mark Dallas in his corner behind him, he believes that this is his time.
Ravy Davey does not look intimidated. You think of the hard times that brought Ravy Davey here to ICW. When you're a boy from Govan, you're not meant to get to the bright lights of ICW. He got here through just hard work, grafting, hours in the gym. He is, believe it or not, actually from the same training class of the GPWA as well, Sam Barber. So these two men know each other very, very well, but they're not in the training school now. They're not in taking drills anymore. They are two men fighting very much on their own pedigree, building their own CV, and the last thing that Ravy Davey wants to do is suffer a speed bump in the road to success here, especially when you know the boss is watching.
Well, absolutely. Both these men, as you say, know one another very, very well, trained together, now fighting against each other. But Billy, they took such different paths to get here to ICW.
Side headlock into a wrist lock. They're taking this slow in the early portion of the match. I've got to say that I think if this goes to a more traditional grappling style, this is going to be Sam Barber's match. But if this goes into a brawl, if this gets heated, if the pace quickens, I'm going to give it to Ravy Davey.
Ravy Davey dressed for a fight. There's just a big old open hand slap.
That's what Ravy Davey does. He gets you angry. He gets you furious.
And now backing up that slap with some strong words. But look at that from SBX.
Well, look at that. Look at Davey. Look at Davey.
Using every tool available to him. What's a timeout? There are no timeouts in pro wrestling.
But you saw that Ravy Davey was trying to get Sam Barber angry, but as soon as he saw the look in his face, Davey went, where's the ghost? He wants no part of an angry Sam Barber.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Ravy
Oh,
Davey
it's Davey.
again. He wants the timeout. The referee's going to have to get Davey back inside this ring. As I say, no timeouts here.
Davey's taking it slow. Wow!
Now the referee has another problem.
A running plancha over the top rope.
Has to get SPX back in the ring as well.
Well, that's what he's. Oh, look at this. I'm loving this from Sam Barber. This is what I've always said was missing in the makeup. You see athletes, James, you know exactly how it is. They've got all the tools, they've got the genetics, they've got the training, but there's just that intangible quality missing. Get himself fired up, get himself angry. That's what he needs to do in order to beat Ravy Davey. And if he does that, you know, we've seen the Dallas Mavericks have not had the greatest of weekends. They've already lost the crown jewel. Joe Hendry, of course, lost Leighton Buzzard last night. Gone from ICW.
Don't think that won't be playing on Ravy Davey's mind, as indeed the entire Dallas Mavericks. I don't think Davey wants any piece of this. I think he did at the start, but he's changed his mind.
Well, Dallas could be backstage thinking, I need to rebuild. I need to regroup. Sam Barber maybe even knows that. And he's, oh! Go on, Sam!
SPX! He came here to fight tonight.
I take back everything I said earlier. I said about winning a brawling game, it's going to be Ravy Davey, but it is Sam Barber that is thriving.
These people chanting for Sam Barber. They love this aggression. It's what ICW was built on. This kind of powerful rage.
This is great. Seeing a... Trying to get those overalls. Not over here! Sorry.
God only knows where they've been.
I wouldn't want to put a black light across them. Jesus.
Ravy Davey, well,
Ravy Davey back in the ring. He is carrying off Sam Barber.
shake of the head. Ravy Davey thinking twice about this match.
The golden boy of the Dallas Mavericks.
Of course, Davey didn't have a lot of time to prepare for SPX, in fairness.
He did not, but we heard what he said. He went, I'm the famous Ravy Davey. I was the viral sensation, rookie of the year. I was winning accolades in Insane Championship Wrestling and Pro Wrestling when you haven't even graduated.
Oh, and now
Choking his man.
these tactics, they've worked so well for Ravy Davey in the past.
Oh! Neck breaker. And this is these dirty tactics. It's this fury. And Davey is no slouch. We've seen him in matches, of course, with Bram. Fearless is this young man.
Davey can take a beating, no doubt about it. Now, you can see by the look in his face, he much prefers handing one out.
Punt kick there right to the ribs of the president of the Handsome Man's Club.
Might not be so handsome after this match.
And who in the right mind, no offense Cody Rhodes, wears a weightlifting belt to the ring? That's just a weapon waiting to happen. And you think for a second he's not going to slap him around with that?
Listen, I thought you were going down the fashion faux pas route, and I'm not going to judge anyone for that. Thank you. You're the only one who said so, but I'll take it. Oh,
look at that.
Davey just toying
This
with
is what he
SPX.
loves. Imagine someone kicking your ass, but they're talking about it, they're mocking you while you're doing it. It's those mind games. Oh! Cannonball, unorthodox, but it's effective.
Davey's background, he's a thug.
Look
He
at that look.
revels in this.
Look at that look, that fury, that anger.
When Davey smells blood like a shark in the water, that's when he starts feeling it. That's when that adrenaline pumps through his body.
And he's not been gifted anything. He's had to graft for everything it was, the pain, the hard times. He's constantly looking, it's almost like revenge every time he wants to get in there with a opponent. He just wants to hurt them, punishing them.
This is where SPX has to show some of that intestinal fortitude to get back in this match.
SPX is swinging wild with those punches. Not got a lot behind him. Ravy Davey with a snapmare, taking his man over, now in control, and this is it. Look, grinding back in the head, the knee right between the shoulder blades, causing as much pain, as much angst. That's what he loves about being a pro wrestler. That's what he loves about going from shanking people, being in gang fights all over Glasgow. But now he gets to do it in the ring, and he gets to get paid for it. Handsomely, I would add, by the CEO, the founder of ICW, Mark Dallas, who I'm sure has got a big smile across his face.
The golden boy. One-on-one with SPX, and this is one hell of a fight again.
Series of punches.
Just a slugfest.
Sam Barber looking more confident Oh,
Where did that come
two.
from? One.
The kick out, beautiful by Sam Barber. He's still in this.
Ravy Davey looks like he's seen a ghost.
This young man's got a good head in his shoulders.
You can feel the swell of support gathering momentum behind SPX. These people like this man's attitude.
What?
Whoa! Whoa!
Series
Another
of
one.
punches off the ropes. And for a lariat, misses.
Oh, right
Much
to the
more
back of the
effective
head.
than a big boot and on point as well.
Oh, wait.
Take it off!
He's still got the belt on, Bill. Yeah, he's still got the belt on.
Take the belt off.
Why not?
Oh, he walks straight into the waiting arms of Ravy Davey. Some elbows there right to the ribs. Oh! Release German suplex, dropped Ravy Davey right in a stack of 5 Ps.
Will that be enough?
He's under the ropes. Great ring positioning there. Thomas Kearns perfectly placed to make the right count.
Almost a lucky escape for Ravy Davey. He's out on his feet.
All right. Big boots. You're taking too long, Sam. I know you're getting more confident. You've got a better head on your shoulders than this. Leg drop.
Cover.
Count him. 1, 2, 3, no. Barber Mania is not running wild quite yet in ICW.
SPX taking just a little too much time there.
And of course, like you say, both these young men did not have much time to prepare. Originally, this was meant to be Rudo Red Lightning, who still holds that Square Gold Championship.
Again, Ravy Davey using the referee.
Went to go for a low blow. Sam Barber caught him. Back suplex, Barber looking absolutely great. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was close.
Very close.
If Sam Barber gets this, he would make his first ever ICW on the main roster win. Ravy Davey managed to power his man over. It had been all Sam Barber up until then. Perhaps the tank was just beginning to get that wee bit too empty. Oh! He's got him!
Well, we don't need to say anything about that.
Oh!
Picture says 1,000
Blasted
words.
him right to the side of the head.
But look, Ravy Davey, whether by accident or design, and I think it was
There
the
was just
former,
too much behind it. That Mai Tai background.
falling outside the ring,
But
tumbling.
this is where you need to regroup, Sam. You need to get back in the ring. In their infancy, in their pro wrestling careers, these two young men wrestled before ICW cards up and down the country, but they've improved so much being here on this night on such a big show.
Oh, turnabout's fair play.
Well, you need to find a way to do it. It's all about wins and losses here in Inside Championship Wrestling.
Is this an opening for Ravy Davey? Homing in for the kill. There we go.
The curb stomp from the middle rope. 1, 2, 3. Davey wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Ravy Davey!
Massive victory for Ravy Davey, who at one point in this match, Billy, he looked like he wanted to be anywhere but in there with SPX.
But it was a great showing for Ravy Davey. It has not been good fortunes for the Dallas Mavericks this weekend. Perhaps he's sending a message. I'll take on anyone. Hey, Mark Dallas, you're looking for the future of the company. Joe Hendry's out of here. I am right here.
I can imagine that one Mark Dallas is nodding his head in approval, because when the chips were down, Ravy Davey rose to the occasion.
He certainly did.
I've managed to catch Alexander Dean just after your match against Ricky Knight. And what a match. It's good to see you back here in ICW. But not the cleanest win towards the end. Do you have any comments to that?
You've managed to catch Alexander Dean. You've managed to catch the catch provocateur. I think not Veronica Lestrange. You see, no one manages to catch the catch provocateur. Not on the biggest stage in ICW. Not at Shug's house party. Now, Ricky Knight Jr., you're a good kid. You've got a bright future ahead. You'd make a great young boy somewhere. But that's all you are. You're a kid. You are Ricky Knight Jr. Emphasis on Junior. Tonight, you wrestled a main event talent in the opening match. And Ricky, if we wrestle in the opener, if we wrestle in the middle of the card, if we wrestle in the main event, the result will always be the same. Alexander Dean, the catch provocateur, catches Junior every time.
I'm delighted to be joined outside with Sam Barber. Sam, commiserations for tonight. However, I need to say it's been so good to see you back in an ICW ring. I personally missed you so much. And that was a great display out there. Hopefully this means that it's not going to be the last time we're seeing you. It's not going to be another year anyway.
No. Let me tell you something, Mean Jen. The Sam Barber experience for the past year that he's not been in an ICW ring has been saying his prayers and eating his vitamins. And that was just an example of what the Sam Barber experience is. And Jen, I tell you, I'm not waiting another year till my next shot. Jen, you'll see me very soon. Relax.
That's a symbol, ladies and gentlemen. Because what that means, because Grado is here to fight, and that's what we have, fans, because he is taking on James Storm here tonight. So he's sending a message for these fans. He's sending a message for James Storm, who's waiting backstage. Whoa. Well, Storm wasn't going to wait.
Speak of the devil.
Oh! Just firing down punches.
Look at the intensity already
Well,
of James Storm.
This match goes all the way back to Fear and Loathing. You'll remember that Jeff Jarrett was actually the special guest referee and turned on Grado on that night.
Yeah, a little bit of a bargain struck with the cowboy James Storm.
James Storm thought business was done and done.
And now Storm with a steel chair. This isn't going to end well.
Whoa, hey! Has this match even started? Is this match started?
I don't think so, but listen, it might not, because James Storm...
He really planted it. Grado's leg was twisted on the mat.
Surely that's enough, come on. Oh, we need more than one referee out here, maybe some security.
And this match didn't start from a fighting position.
James Storm didn't come here to wrestle, Billy.
Oh, he's not coming here to wrestle. It looks like he's came to take Grado out. He's blasting his knee. You can already see that leg is swelling. Grado can't put any weight on that.
Oh, communicating with referee Sean McLaughlin. Words to that effect.
I don't know what Sean McLaughlin's saying to James Storm, but he doesn't look happy.
James Storm doesn't look like he cares one damn bit.
Well, oh, all right, okay.
No remorse whatsoever. James Storm actually applauding. There's no need for this. I mean, listen to these people.
Fans, this isn't pro-cuddling. This isn't...
Yeah, but
we don't have to edit and restart. Look at this.
Everyone came here tonight to see one hell of a match. A rematch.
I would suggest they're not going to see it now. Because James, what's he doing? He's trying to help him up.
Grado wants no part of it, and who can blame him?
Hey, it's... Oh no, he's still going after the knee.
Get that man back. There's no need for this.
Look at this, firing with punches, trying to twerk in his neck. He wants to make sure that Grado never walks again. Never mind, never wrestles in this match.
I'm not here to defend Grado, but come on, this is ridiculous. And again with the clapping. What is Storm's game here?
He's mocking him. You think that somewhere Jeff Jarrett's not watching on with a smile on his face? Mark Dallas backstage. Hey, this is the insane cowboy, the outlaw. He's about winning big wrestling matches. We saw him attack Colt Cabana recently for the NWA North American title.
It doesn't look like anyone here is going to get to see what they paid to see, quite frankly, and that was Grado inside that ring. James Storm has changed the entire
Grado's out here.
complexion.
Well, Grado's out here. Sean, what's happening? Are we throwing this out?
We need an explanation.
Are we throwing this out?
I've said it time and time again. I am not just the best in ICW. I am the greatest in the world. Hey, and my condolence to that fat piece of shit that came out here and can't stand up. He dislocated his knee, that's not my problem. Because I am sick and tired of coming to this shithole called Glasgow and have... You know, the problem is, I'm gonna open me up a toothbrush factory and I'll become a millionaire because look in the mirror, you're all fucking ugly as hell.
Wow.
You see, I come from America where at least we have all our teeth and they're white.
Damn it, he's got us in that one. He's got us in that one.
So I am sick and tired of this right here. You see that? You see that, cameraman? ICW?
Oh, then, fuck off.
Wait, it's Mark Dallas.
Well, these two have had issues in the past. I remember when James Storm and Mark Dallas got into a fist fight.
Get up there.
Mark Dallas might not see eye to eyes with these fans, but that is his ICW. That's what he's founded.
I think that's very, very disrespectful, don't you, Glasgow? The thing is, James, I've had a problem with you for quite some time now. Back at Barramania, you shoved me, that was quite some time ago, spat in my face. Now you spit in the name of the greatest wrestling company the UK has ever produced, ICW. Well, I'm not going to stand for that, so you are going to have another match right now. And you know, there was somebody that competed last night, and because of certain business decisions, me and him haven't seen eye to eye recently, but he really proved himself last night in this company, and he isn't embarrassed about coming to Glasgow. In fact, he moved to Glasgow, so your opponent will be the man that you powerbombed into tax in this very building 1 year ago. Bring him out, Leighton Buzzard!
Captain Leighton!
Leighton Buzzard, who 24 hours ago dispatched the prestigious one, Joe Hendry, riding the crest of a wave.
Select! Select!
And look at this standoff between Buzzard and Mark Dallas. No love lost there.
You know something? Many people wondered where he was going to go. Where he was going to go after dispatching Joe Hendry from ICW. I'll tell you where he's going. Right through James Storm.
What? A handshake? A hug? Are you kidding me? What the hell is going on here?
Go for it, Captain Buzzard! Go for him! My captain, my captain!
But don't forget what James Storm just did to Grado.
All right, we've got ourselves another match. It is going to be Leighton Buzzard taking on James Storm.
Whoa! Leighton Buzzard, all sorts of fired up. Listen to this place, Billy.
I'll follow him into battle. I'll follow him home. Not right here.
It's majestic.
Off the ropes. The quickness of Leighton Buzzard, that's unparalleled than anyone else who has came through in British professional wrestling.
I can't believe.
James Storm was prepared to take on Grado. Whoa!
James Storm came here with a plan to hurt Grado. He succeeded, and now Leighton Buzzard is damn sure hurting the Cowboy.
Well, he's getting ready to go full Jack Sparrow on the Insane Cowboy.
I always wanted to see a cowboy fight a pirate. This is great.
Why did they never make that movie, Cowboys versus Aliens? Cowboys versus Pirates, for goodness sake.
Listen, we might be about to see a movie
right,
worthy of Hollywood, a street fight at
We're going
that.
to do our best to keep the action for you fans. They are brawling.
All the way into this vast sea of humanity.
We're going to do it. They're fighting over by the bar, James. Leighton Buzzard showing simply no fear. He's got himself. He's on the bar. Moonsaults! You know something? You get more confident each and every time you're in a pro wrestling ring. Leighton Buzzard is at the top of the mountain.
What a 24 hours this could be for Leighton Buzzard after defeating Joe Hendry. Can you imagine what it would mean for his career if he put away James Storm?
It has been all Leighton Buzzard in this match so far. You think about it, James Storm was prepared to come in and wrestle Grado when athletically we can't even begin to do a comparison. This young man, only in his early 20s, has his entire pro wrestling career in front of him.
Oh, but there's the experience
Oh, he's
edge.
got a last call, that power bomb.
Storm's gonna get it.
He's got a bit. Oh no, he's turning that into the eye of the Storm.
Whoa.
Pounds against security, that really rattled James Storm. Leighton Buzzard, quick as a flash, going up to the crow's nest.
But again, there is that experience edge. You can't teach that.
With a twisting neckbreaker from the top rope.
That could be a game changer.
And you think about the match that he had last night with Joe Hendry. Yes, it was emotional. Yes, it was a hot one here in Glasgow with the beatdown, the physical mauling. You just don't recover for that in 24 hours. There's got to be a lot of internal pain. There's got to be a lot of hip damage, everything. You think about it, Joe Hendry just rolled him around in the mat, and you're in there with a wicked, black-hearted man.
Yeah, there's that mean streak we've already seen once tonight. Grado could tell you all about that.
This new wave of athlete, you think about the ones that learn to strike the high flowers, the power game. You know, one of the original hybrid performers in international pro wrestling, it was a cowboy, James Storm. He has blazed a trail. Oh, did you hear that lariat echoing?
And I worry now for Leighton Buzzard. Yes, he came out here full of piss and vinegar. But now James Storm is taking control.
Last year, he was in a match with Ravy Davey. He hates this new wave of wrestler coming through. He calls them dumb punks who will never learn.
The intensity that Storm has brought with him here tonight.
He considers this new wave of wrestler the flashy gunfighters. He's the old hand that's ready to go. Wyatt Earp, if you will, just putting down these new gunslayers, and he might be ready to crash a cannonball straight into the side of the boat.
But wait a minute,
Buzzard.
Leighton Buzzard firing up.
Come on, Captain Buzzard.
As intense as James Storm
James Storm doesn't know what to do.
Buzzard is matching it.
I don't think James Storm can even believe this young man was already on his feet. Little tribute to Grado, an extra dream. We'll call that a Bristol battering.
Grado presumably on his way to hospital right about now, but he'll appreciate that one a little bit later.
Off ropes. Like Cthulhu, just a massive limb splashing.
Great speed from Buzzard.
Whoa! Beautiful drop kick, missile drop kick. Oh, but he hurt himself on the way down. He snapped his arm. 1, 2. That rib side, that side of the ribs, a little bit of a hangover from last night against Joe Hendry.
Yeah, you said it, Billy. You can't go through a match like Leighton Buzzard did just last night against Joe Hendry and be 100%. What a battle that was.
And in the middle of this ring with everything that's going on, you know that James Storm is aware. You get a feeling for the body of your opponent in the match in the middle of combat. You know that he's aware that the body of Leighton Buzzard might have been ravaged too much from last night. So Leighton, I've got to say, it's all cannons, it's all hands on deck. Jones! Smashing him face first. 1, it's over. No, no!
I'm telling you, this is a different James Storm we're seeing tonight. He's always been intense. He's always been angry. But there is a mean streak, a mile long, running through this man's body.
The bearded outlaw, the creek swimming, moonshine sipping, beer drinking, deer skinning, Johnny Cash listening, SOB from Middle Tennessee is getting ready to maybe I don't know, stuff and mount Leighton Buzzard.
Could be. Look, James Storm has that steel chair in hand, and we've already seen what happens when he wields that here tonight.
I mean, James Storm is putting you down. It's making you famous. This is a gunfight at the OK Corral. Every single match he seems to fight with this intensity, like it was his last one, like it was his survival. Managed to catch him again. Straight to the turnbuckle. A top grip, insecurity of his own.
Seems that Storm has acclimatized with
Storm's
the speed of Leighton Buzzard.
Very rarely do we see Storm go to the top rope. Oh, with perfection. 1, 2. That was a lazy pick. Perhaps he doesn't know enough about Leighton Buzzard. He should have hooked the leg. I think it was done.
Leighton Buzzard has so much heart, so much courage, so much will to win, to be successful. He has given up everything in his pursuit of this dream to be the best pro wrestler he can be.
And God, I'm just thinking as well about the accolades of James Storm. Former Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. Got him with a lung blow. Oh, no. Straight to the chair. Buzzard gets another shot across the bow. 1, 2, 3, no!
Oh, that was it. That was it. Can Buzzard follow up, keep this momentum going?
Come on,
he
Leighton.
has to.
Oh, big double lariat, I've got to say, just by sheer mass, it's got to be in James Storm. The heart and the intensity that is in this young man we've seen so much from in the last 6 months here in Insane Championship Wrestling. We
Both
saw
these
his
men.
battle going all the way last year to Kieran Kelly. His fight last night against Joe Hendry was fans. If you haven't seen it yet, go back on ICW On Demand and watch it.
It's must see.
It's a star maker for both men.
No doubt about it, and this is another star-making performance for Leighton Buzzard. I think James Storm knows it. He's trying everything he has.
These weak strikes, a lot of exhaustion. It's a hot one here in Glasgow. You might find that unbelievable, but it is.
Storm doing everything he knows to shut down this rally from Leighton Buzzard.
Storm's strikes get a little stronger. Oh, Leighton really rattled him with that one. Did you see that? Look at that, James Storm's put to his knees. When was the last time you saw that?
Now Buzzard, I think Storm's still feeling the ill effects of colliding with that steel chair in the corner.
But I've got to say, a little bit of that hangover, certainly that Glasgow hangover, maybe across the head of the Tennessee Cowboy.
Leighton Buzzard just bringing everything.
Those words that he said before this match for ICW, they mean everything. It's his family and it's Insane Championship Wrestling for Leighton Buzzard. Flows straight over. He's got him caught. Alabama slam.
Oh, the back of Buzzard's head colliding with the mat.
He missed it earlier. He's going for the eye of the storm. That release spinning. Razor's edge. 1, 2, it's no.
What did he feed this boy?
The spinning crucifix toss, not enough.
James Storm just casting a disbelieving glance at the referee. I have to admit, Billy, I thought that Leighton Buzzard was toast.
Look at James Storm throwing a look at Sean McLaughlin. He can't believe it. He thought it was going to be an easy night. He thought he was going to come in here, take out Grado, and then insult these fans. But you know something? Mark Dallas wasn't going to sit beside, wasn't going to sit back and hear those words. It's his company. ICW means so much to us, means so much to the roster. Our passion, the hate runs through all these fans. That passion runs through every single vein that we have in our body, every single sinew. And someone that it means so much to is Leighton Buzzard. He came here to Glasgow with nothing, not a friend in the world.
James Storm now has something devious in mind to finally put away
Look at this,
Buzzard.
mocking Grado, going for a rolling slice.
Are we going to see it? Oh no! Buzzard rolls out the way.
Wait for that cannonball. Wait for the last call, missed it. Flashed it up with a diamond cutter. He's gone.
Who could have imagined when we came here tonight that Leighton Buzzard would be hand-picked by Mark Dallas, of all people, to take it to James Storm? Who could have guessed that Storm would take out Grado before their match even started?
Dallas has never said that he wasn't a fan. He wasn't a fan. of Leighton Buzzard athletically. What this young man could do in the ring, it was his attitude. But it looks like in 24 hours he's been a turning it up, because you know something? They share common ground. We've found a lot of common ground as a family here in ICW in recent times. Trying to go for another. Oh, last call!
Few people deliver that kick like James Storm, and now Storm can take his time and pick the bones clean.
Leighton's trying to wake himself up there. The lights have been turned up. No. What's he doing?
Just one hand draped across
This is
his
trouble.
chest.
This is trouble. That man right there is one of the most dangerous wrestlers ever to step into a pro wrestling ring anywhere on the planet.
I think that Storm almost tried to blame Sean McLaughlin, the referee, for what's about to happen to Leighton Buzzard.
I've got some Grado's back out here.
Little bit of revenge from Grado.
Galaba, boom!
Down comes the strap.
The straps are down. The tits are out. This is how it's done.
Here comes the real McCoy. We saw Storm go for this a little bit earlier. But
Grado,
Leighton Buzzard.
that leg, you can see it mangled up. It looks like a Toby jug.
Does he have enough? He does!
Yes! Smashing into the face of the bearded outlaw.
Wait, Leighton Buzzard. He's come to as well.
Leighton Buzzard.
Don't tell me.
He's gonna hit it.
He got it.
1, 2. He's done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner,
He's
Leighton Buzzard!
What a 24 hours for this young man.
This young man was always a star, but now he leads the new wave of Insane Championship Wrestling as our captain. In 24 hours, he has beaten Joe Hendry, and one of the biggest names in pro wrestling. He's beaten James Storm.
Unbelievable. That's the kind of victory that Leighton Buzzard will never forget.
I can't believe it.
But look
I
who
can't
had it.
believe it.
Billy, you have to say, James Storm will argue that he had Leighton Buzzard exactly where he wanted him.
What's happening, virgins? I've got a wee message right now after that match, after I whipped Sam Barber about that place. I want to tell yous all now, I am ICW's mainstream superstar. You see, I should be at the top of this company. I tell you for one reason and one reason only. See, back in the day, when ICW just started and Grado was rising to prominence, you'd go on a taxi or you'd say to anybody you're into the wrestling, what would they say to you? Oh, is that the one with Grado on it? Aye. Well, guess what they say to you now? They say to you, oh, is that the one with Grado and Ravy Davy in it? You see, since I got into this game, I became the famous Ravy Davy, not just the Fresh Prince of Des Moines Square. Last night, I was walking up to the cat house. 3 wee guys were getting pulled up off the polos, and so what they did, they turned around and told the polos, look, here's Ravy Davy, I'm a fucking superstar, alright? And that's why I want to go to the fucking top. No, I deserve to be at the fucking top, because I'm what's happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a triple threat ladder match for the ICW Tag Team Championships. The only way to win is to climb the ladder and retrieve the championships. Introducing first.
Tables, ladders, chairs, oh my! And now introduction of the first of the challengers here tonight. Although James, when the titles are held above the ring, they are
Making their way to the ring.
vacated.
They are the team
For the championship
of
here
Seki
tonight.
Divers
You're not
and
kidding.
Jack Morris,
The 9-9.
the
Billy, this was their idea. This TLC
Nine.
match was the match they wanted. Okay, maybe they wanted to be in there against the Kings of Cat on their own, but You can't have everything. This is still a massive chance for the Night to grab those championships.
Well, let me give you a little pro wrestling history lesson, fans. I was a ringside calling the action on the very night the ICW Tag Team titles were won, and a legendary ladders match between the Bucky Boys and the then STI. Dickie Divers, one half of that, a winning
And
team.
their opponents.
He knows ladder matches, the innovator of the ladder match here in the ICW. So they're feeling confident. And now, coming to the ring, another part of this match. It is a legendary pro wrestling tag team. It is the Wonder Kid, Johnny Storm, and the Phoenix, Johnny Flash.
Making their way to the ring, they're the team of the Wonder Kid, Johnny Storm, and the Phoenix, Johnny Flash.
Now, Johnny Flash, back in pro wrestling action. They actually had an ICW tag team title shot scheduled to take on the Kings of Catch. Unfortunately, Johnny Flash was injured that night. So now they are being put into this three-way TLC match. And the thing about it, a TLC match, James, first of all, it's going to be a nightmare for us to call, getting that disclaimer in there right now. But it's anyone's match to win.
Oh, no doubting. Jody Fleisch, Johnny Storm, when they have been a
their
team,
opponents.
undefeated, and so impressive.
A pedigree that goes back almost 20 years as a tag team. But these men represent the new wave in pro wrestling. The Midnight Buffet Express.
What a moment it was.
The Young Fox.
Lewis Gordon, Aspen Faith won those championships.
Yes.
It was such a thrill to be there for that. But this is a thrill of a different kind to watch this.
Coming down there, they're the team of Aspen Faith and Lewis Gordon, your reigning, defending Insane Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Kings of Catch.
Aspen Faith, look at the deltoids, the traps, the biceps. Oh, a mountain of a man. A beast-licious stuff called him Brock Lesnar. I love that. Ah, I'll be his advocate. What is Rob Oil into him?
The Kings of Catch, your reigning ICW Tag Team Champions. But Billy, have they faced a threat like they faced here this evening?
Well, the last time they wrestled in a match with these Royals, it was back in Fairfield, James. We had the pleasure of calling that match. There's less teams in the match, but there is a lot of experience. This is an occasion for Aspen Faith and Lewis Gordon, young men themselves, but veterans in this sport. As a tag team, they have been tagging together over 4 years. They've won championships all across the UK, finally winning the big one back in late January of this year. I have to say, look at Lewis Gordon looking in amazing shape here tonight. He's dropped a bit of weight, he's leaned up, put on some muscle. Aspen Faith looking great. These two young men training very hard, taking this very serious tonight. Not that they don't always take it seriously, part of the filthy generation.
Billy, you told me earlier on this afternoon.
Hello, Simon.
The Aspen Faith, the first ever British wrestling match he watched was Johnny Storm against Jody Fleisch in a ladder match. You told me that earlier on today, and
That's
all
right.
I could say was, wow.
That's
think of
right.
the history. Think of what this means to the Kings of Catch.
Well, let's break this down, fans, just very quickly. You have speed, you have experience in the team of Johnny Storm and Johnny Fleisch. You have in Dickie Divers, one of the smartest men. What are we doing? It's a bit weird to make a start of it. The experience of Dickie Divers, who I believe has had an unparalleled, is a tag team expert.
Wait.
Oh, well, they're going straight to the outside already. We're not messing about, fans. You'll see the belts are above the ring. If you've never seen a TLC match before, tables, ladders, chairs are all legal as weapons, offensive weapons in this match. We have to climb up and get those belts. First one to do is I'll declare the winners and the ICW Tag Team Champions.
This isn't a good place for the 9-9 to be sandwiched already in between those ladders.
Putting the chairs down, that is essentially stupid.
I don't think
Have
that's
you never
going to
seen
work,
Army of
boys.
Darkness?
Oh. Jack Morris, Dickie Divers, uncompromising situation.
Oh, but that's
wait, a handshake?
Oh, that reminds me of B&Q.
A handshake? That's not going to last long. Oh!
drops right down and Jack Morris blasting him right in the midsection.
Little bit of respect between the Kings of Catch. Johnny Storm, Jody flies.
Well,
there
this
it goes.
is the match we never got to see.
Out the nearest window, that respect flies.
The mid-age rockers taking on the Kings of Catch.
That's not all that's flying.
Double Irish whip. Blasting him with two savate kicks. There's the experience. And these matches that I believe the Kings of Catch Company, here he comes.
Right to the face.
They've only been tagging together a short time, but I've been so impressed with the 9-9. I've got to admit, I think they might be the team to take it tonight.
Dickie Divers knows a thing or two, as you said, Billy, about winning matches of this type.
Nope, going straight to the outside. But you know what I've noticed about this? That the 9-9, they seem to be directed in causing punishment. They're not going for those belts. They want to make sure the teams are beaten down, or taken out, or neutralized before you make that long, long climb up there. What would you say that is, James? That's easily 20, 25 feet. What is that?
I couldn't reach in. I'm a mountain of a man.
You are huge, James, in all fairness. Appreciate the fact you draw a belly on you. You draw a face in your belly, so your girlfriend's got someone to talk to you when you're fucking... But never mind. I don't like kissing the man with no teeth. She's always telling me that.
That went places I didn't expect, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy it.
You're a thoughtful man.
But now look, it's all about controlling that ring early, and it looks like the 9-9 are doing just that.
And did you see that? Dickie Divers is directing traffic. He's telling Jack Morris what to do. A hugely impressive talent is this Morris. He has found himself a diamond in the rough. Brought himself, sought him out to become his tag team partner. They are training back and forth, adding more and more moves to their arsenal, and that's what it is. They haven't yet fulfilled their full potential. Morris, you see the shape that this young man is in.
Oh no, this isn't good for the tag champs.
Get him up in a powerbomb, straight sandwiching the Kings of Catch, the tag team champions.
Is that a little bit of retribution? Because earlier on, the 9-9, they were the ones sandwiched in between those ladders.
A brief celebration from two of the challengers here tonight. Johnny Storm found himself in the wrong place. Same with Jody Fleisch, smashed. A little bit of revenge there for that ladder shot earlier. You saw the stink that Jack Morris put on that.
Definitely, and now again, Billy, look, Dickie Divers directing traffic. He is the veteran of this kind of match, as we say.
He's performed in this match before with multiple tag team partners. He's performed in these high tempo, these violent, ultra violent matches. Double tope there by the Kings of Catch, straight through, taking out the 9-9.
Oh, Aspen Faith has something in mind.
Are you ready for a leap of faith? Swinging wild, taking out all these men, but you know something, it was Morris that took the full run. Those knees swinging wild.
Jody, grab the ladder, get up there, get those belts.
But if you're going high fly, there's no one better than the Phoenix. He will fly. Effortless. You see him in it's like suspended animation, James.
And look at what we have, everyone down at ringside, not one man capable of getting back in that ring, grabbing a ladder and grabbing those tag team
It's just a sea of body parts all over the place. It's like a leper bouncy castle. This went wrong.
I have to say, I think, Aspen Faith is up.
Aspen Faith is back up. Lewis Garvin breathing heavy. At ringside, the 9-9 scrambling to get in the middle of the ring. The Aspen Faith has a prime opportunity to open that ladder. Climb up there, Aspen. Let's get this done, because essentially those belts are vacated. They are open for anyone to grab. The Kings of Catch don't need to be, easily don't need to be involved in this finish.
Aspen Faith. Oh! Well, that's one way to deal with a problem.
Getting airplane, look at that.
And again, this time.
If B&Q sold Shakespearean roughs, they'd look like that.
A little pat on the back from Lewis Garvin.
That's fine. That's fine. It's still good. He's not okay. They're pals. They're pals.
And now the 9-9 Dickie Divers back up.
A released German suplex by Dickie Divers, who I believe fans, and I've seen this man win square goals, I've seen him win championships, is on the form of his career.
Dickie Divers, Jack Morris, trying to add some more punishment, some more pain, so that they can buy themselves the necessary time. And They are setting up that ladder.
They are indeed. Oh, look at that. They're pinning them down.
That's a smart
They're
move.
pinning them down. This is shades of how Dickie Divers won the Tag Team Championships for the first time ever. He pinned down one of the Bucky Boys and they climbed up and just took those titles.
Dickie Divers saying those
He's too far
championships are too far away. Jack Morris super kicked out of the ring.
So that kick smash. Oh, Divers! The back of his neck smashing off that table.
Lewis Gordon, where did he get the power to do that? Now this is Gordon's chance. A steel chair right to Aspen Faith's face. Easy for me to say.
Kick there right to the guts. Jody Flagstall, these two men wrote the playbook on this high-impact match. Spanish fly!
Off the ladder. Now Jody Fly setting up another table as if we needed another bloody table.
You know something, we kept talking about the 9-9 and we kept talking about the Kings of Catch. When you think of the experience, these men have wrestled all across the planet in every conceivable type of match. They've been there, seen it, done it, wrestled the book, and they are still innovators. At this point of their career, they are still innovators and in fantastic shape. We cannot sleep on the team of the Wonder Kid and the Phoenix here tonight.
No doubt about it, they beat the 9-9 back at the King of Honors weekend. And now can they claim the ICW Tag Team Championships?
That table, Precarious, has already seen a lot of punishment.
Wait,
German suplex, and a moonsault!
well, we can write Lewis Gordon off.
Wow! You think of the championships and the accolade that the Wonder Kid and Jody Fleisch have won. Imagine the message that would send to wrestling promoters. Imagine the message that would send to, well, imagine that the message that would send to Stamford, Connecticut and beyond, and to Mark Dallas.
Not much left of that ladder.
That ladder
Johnny
has
Storm.
already been twisted.
Look at the balance he
Oh,
has.
he's got the belt!
Has a hand
He's
on
got the belt!
Jack Morris from behind. Wait,
He's got a...
oh,
Just throwing Jody Fleisch to the outside. Smart by Jack Morris.
Superior
Smart by
strength.
Jack Morris.
no, don't try
He
and
needs, to
climb
get
that
the, he
ladder.
needs to get the other side of that. Nice.
There's nothing left of that ladder. It's done, almost as done as Lewis Gordon, who went through that table.
Morris is smart as he is handsome. Morris and Divers. Divers like the end of Tinder. Morris like the start of Grindr.
Well, the 9-9, we might need more than 9 ladders if this match is anything to go by. There's another one that
Showing
Morris
that
has.
power that Morris has, effortlessly just reaching under, bringing that ladder in.
Well, this is clever, but look at the debris inside that ring, making it a challenge for Morris to set the ladder up in the first place.
Oh, look at, and everyone's down. Everyone's down.
A clear path.
Everyone's
clear
down. A
path.
clear path to the championships. Aspen Faith wasn't going to stand aside and see that. Aspen bleeding from the elbow there, still managed to throw those strikes out. Just muscling his man to the outside. Look at that.
Morris spills over the top rope as well.
And the momentum took him straight over.
And we're back at a stalemate. Absolutely everyone is down. The carnage is unbelievable here.
Jody Fleisch is in the ring. You saw him, he was getting ready to start moving over to that belt, but Lewis Gordon grabbed him from the outside and dragged him.
Jack Morris setting up another table
It's
at ringside.
smart though, if you see someone in the ring, even if you're outside and you're injured, to drag them out the ring. The further you drag them from that belt, the closer you position yourself and keep your opponents away. It's a great strategy.
It is. Never mind drag with the power of Morris. I think he can throw them. Are we going to call Aspen Faith the Sabu of ICW? Never mind.
The belt just, the table
Oh, I thought he put himself through it almost, but
just buckling under the weight of Aspen Faith.
well, he is hench.
If Hinge, I mean, look at him.
And now Jack Morton. What does Morris have in mind here?
I don't know, Morris getting that ladder placed,
Uh-oh.
screaming over at the referee, hold this. What are you doing, Jack? Jack, who has developed so much in the last couple... What? The daredevil attitude that we have seen from Dickie Divers, he has instilled in this young man, and he has taken it beyond.
I'm telling you, Billy, that has to be it now for both members of the Kings of Catch. What a game plan
The
for Divers and Morris.
The 9-9 just took it up to 100%.
But Lewis Gordon is actually back inside the ring.
Somehow, but he is in there with both members. Morris putting his own body on the line.
Johnny Storm rearranging some furniture as well. He has a ladder of his own.
Storm fighting against pain and exhaustion already in this match. These guys going full tilt boogie from the opening bell.
Dickie Divers, his lust for violence, apparently not satisfied yet.
Divers, I've never seen him this focused. I've never seen him really on the form of his life.
I'm calling it right now. I'm so impressed by the 9-9. They came in here with a game plan. I think we're going to have new tag team champions.
I think they've had the strongest direction in this match. Lewis Garvin, though, still in the fight.
Why is it when I say something, the opposite comes true?
The curse of the commentator just hitting us here, James. I don't think there's any way we can predict what's going on here. As an old adage in wrestling, anything can happen in ICW, and usually bloody does.
There's Dickie Divers going.
Oh! A table on the outside.
Where are these tables coming from?
You don't stop selling thumbtacks, whoever you are, and I am looking at you, home base. Stop selling tables to wrestlers.
There's a lot of blood in their hands. But look, Lewis Garvin, and again, there's another ladder that's a little bit worse for wear. Almost like everyone involved in this match.
You can see it, it's been buckled, and you think about that, it's covered with perspiration. It's not anchored right though, Lewis.
There's no way Lewis Garvin can scale that ladder.
And you can see that.
Now, Storm and
The ladder buckled. Lewis Garvin and Morris fell off.
But what a chance this is for the veterans.
Oh, look at this, Johnny Flash.
We're going to see new champions crowned.
He's got the belt. He's got the belt. He's scrambling for it. Oh! Jack Morris pushed him off.
Now it's Morris and Garvin.
It's going to be the 9-9 of the Kings of Catch.
The belts are dangling just behind Jack Morris'
You
head.
can see them like a pendulum swinging back and forth from the roof of the academy here in Glasgow. Here comes.
That ladder is so big. Wait.
Yes! Aspen's got one of the belts. He needs to get the other one. He needs to get the other. Yes! The Kings retain.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners.
That was close.
Still Kings of
Without a doubt, James, the closest I have ever seen a team come to winning tag team belts or any belts in a TLC match and not take them. You saw Johnny Storm grab the belts, but then it was all Jack Morris. Dickie Divers neutralised Lewis Garvin on the outside with Aspen Faith. Where the hell did he come from?
I don't know. I'm speechless right now. No answers to what we've just witnessed. One hell of a TLC match. One hell of a retention for the Kings of Catch.
They're unpredictable. A mass of bodies, metal, weapons. One of the most outright dangerous matches. You're fighting for your survival and you're fighting to prove that you are the top of the mountain. But the two kings sit once more on their throne, sending a message. Who can dethrone the Kings of Catch?
I thought we were going to see it. I honestly did.
I thought tonight was the 9-9's night.
When Jack Morris was on top of that ladder with Lewis Garvin and that championship was hitting him in the back of the head. I thought we were going to see new champ crowned.
Just offering handshakes. The 9-9 want no part of this. They'll have their time again. They'll have their time again.
What an endorsement from two legends of UK wrestling towards the Kings of Catch.
Johnny Storm, Johnny Fleisch, what a showing from them tonight. Tremendous. Two icons of British professional wrestling that have got plenty in the tag, James.
Oh, no doubt about it. This isn't the last we've seen of these two legends. They'll be back. Storm and Fleisch, they can almost taste those ICW tag
See
titles.
it, it's like a jumble sale that's gone wrong. These masses of tables, chairs, buckled ladders all over the place. For the most important bit of metal, the most important part is those belts. Those platinum belts that symbolise you are the best in tag team wrestling. The ICW tag team titles. What a TLC match that was, James. Anything can happen. A massive tables, broken chairs, all over the place, for the Kings of Catch are still top of the ICW tag team division. We are on the road to Fear and Loathing. You know there's going to be more teams chasing those belts.
Oh, no doubt about it. November is going to be absolutely massive. If you thought that was something else, you've not seen anything yet.
We're going to be right back here on ICW.
I am delighted to be joined backstage with Leighton Buzzard. Leighton, congratulations. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe, who would have thought you could have topped last night against Joe Hendry and now James Storm? What on earth is going on with Leighton Buzzard? You're taking over ICW.
You know, Jen, last night I stood in that ring and I did the unthinkable. I did what no one thought was possible, what no one believed I could do. I beat Joe Hendry, clean as a whistle. 1, 2, 3 in the center of that ring. I retired him from ICW. But that's not enough for me, no. I want to get vengeance. Vengeance on every person in this company that's done me wrong. So tonight, when I'm standing backstage, watching the monitor, and I see James Storm, that cowboy piece of shit that powerbombed me onto thumbtacks last year, I saw him assault Grado. A man who stands and lives for ICW. A man who put ICW on the map. A hero of mine. If it wasn't for Grado, then I wouldn't be standing where I am today. I moved to Glasgow because of Grado. Because I wasn't the biggest, I wasn't the strongest, but I believed that heart could get you somewhere. So when I saw James Storm attack Grado, after Sean McLaughlin said he was injured and he carried on attacking him, I went up to Mark Dallas, someone I've had my problem with over the last few months, and I said to him, you let me go out there and kick that cowboy's ass. So, Mark Dallas let me do it. And what do you know? 2 for 2. It's all coming up, Leighton Buzzard. So Jen, let me tell you something. The reckoning is upon us. Ravy Davey, Kez Evans, you wronged me. Watch your back. Love you, Jen.
I do not want to be those guys right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a last man standing match. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponents until they cannot answer a count of 10. Introducing first.
What a way to kick off the second half of Shugs. Hoose pie, I'm gonna keep saying that. Tom Lewis. Articulationless. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to kick off night 2 of Shugs Who's Party 6 with this one.
Weighing in tonight at 225 pounds from Glasgow East.
An entire year.
This guy, Kez Evans.
Simply one of the most frighteningly aggressive, dangerous men in pro wrestling today. Formerly the big power man of the Dallas Mavericks. We're a little unsure about the future holds for the Dallas Mavericks, but as he started his run here in Insane Championship Wrestling, standing alone 1 year ago to the day, he attacked his mentor, BT Gunn. After BT Gunn had been in a brutal encounter with Walter, the following night he made believers out of a lot of doubters when he pinned BT Gunn in that ring. They've had battles back and forth on the square call. He eliminated BT Gunn. There's just so much going on between these two. But two men that just hate each other. for this match fought under last man standing rules. He must answer the referee's count of 10.
Oh, and that's key. That is crucial. Kes Evans, to me, Billy, he looks ready running those ropes. He's rearing to go. But what a challenge this is.
And he is taking on the Grand Slam winner. The lost by former ICW undisputed champion, Zero-G champion, tag champion, King of Honors winner, The Oddity.
Making his way to the ring from the hell.
Oh my God!
He is the Oddity BT Gun!
Kes Evans pushed BT Gun too far.
Even look at Kes Evans' face. Look at Kes Evans, he's shaking his head.
Kes Evans looking at a nightmare reborn.
That's exactly what she is looking at. A spectre from years past. That bloodlust has once again been reawoken.
BT Gun does not like this part of his psyche, but when he is pushed too far, this oddity comes out.
It's a dark place. A lost boy whose only guiding light is violence and the screams of others.
Kes Evans attacked BT Gun in Gun's own home. Left him laying, bounced his head off a radiator several times. He almost left Gun unconscious.
Look at Kes's face.
Yeah, I can't blame Kes Evans for being wide-eyed, but
There has been a lot of assuredness in Kes Evans, but something else I've got to say. With that time in the ring comes an element of more knowledge, ring miles, and economy. You've got to wonder how much is any of this. Because we haven't seen much fear in the Dastardly Ones in his previous encounters.
3 times these men have met one-on-one before.
That's right.
Kes Evans has the advantage.
He has beaten him 2 times. Kes Evans has won a lot of big matches over the last 12 months in the ICW calendar. But these 2 men seem destined to battle forever. I said earlier about the hatred. I spoke to Kes Evans. I spoke to BT Gunn. There is that just unparalleled hatred that I saw in the eyes of Kes Evans. I had to wonder, could BT Gunn match that? BT Gunn, who certainly has been reawakened. I've never seen someone more comfortable in his skin than he has become after assigning himself or matching up with bad company, the Purge and Wolfgang. But he has awoken that BT Gun, the unpredictable, the twisting, gnarling weapon. Oh!
BT Gun looks rearing to go.
Gun's fired up here tonight.
Now remember, it's all about who's going to be the last man standing.
Shots fired as you hear them echoing not only through the O2 Academy but out into the streets of Glasgow, up into the night sky.
That 6 sequence we saw from Kes Evans invading the home of BT Gun. Kes Evans was the last man standing on that occasion.
Kes Evans, every single milliliter of his blood boiling for hatred for BT Gun. But we wondered, would the scales be in favour of Kes Evans? Have the mind games? But in the early moments of this contest, it is all BT Gun.
BT Gun, he brought that dark, sadistic oddity with him.
He shifted from BT Gun to the odds. Oh, come with a cutter right across that top. That middle rope, I should say, and that is the assuredness that has come from Kes Evans himself, who has become a pioneer of violence in the last 12 months, the big enforcer of the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, there's a mistake. Sliding that steel chair into the ring, right into the path of BT Gun.
He's feeling confident, and you can never feel confident when you're in there with BT Gun. You're always just 3 seconds away, but in this, flattening the head of this guy.
BT Gun doesn't need a steel chair. His hands, his feet, they're the weapons that he has used to carve a path through ICW.
Excuse me, fans. It's a hot one here in Glasgow. James, I've got to believe last man standing match, the only way it can end when one opponent is just simply incapable of answering the referee's count. And I've got to believe this match isn't going to go long.
It can't.
You saw that even when Kez Evans was trying to get off some offense. BT Gunn just battling through the pain, taking a hit to dish out too.
It can't go long, not with the physicality that BT Gunn and Kez Evans have in mind. These two men can't stand one another.
And plus BT Gunn, he trained for years. Kez Evans, you got to, in that time, I got to believe that Kez Evans has taken a note from everything that BT Gunn has done in this wrestling business, and you have to believe that somehow, some way, Kez Evans has managed to occupy space, occupies rent, and the psyche of BT Gunn, the combustible psyche, I think at best.
Here's not something you see every day on the outside of the ring, a place where BT Gunn usually thrives. It's Kez Evans taking charge, but now all the way into the crowd.
That's right, they're battling over by the bar. They're going through the crowd here in Glasgow. We have a crack team, the very best in the business. They're going to do their best to keep up with the action.
BT Gunn looks as if he has the advantage perhaps now, because Kez Evans limping back to ringside, looking underneath that ring for some more toys of destruction.
And that is it. He's put BT Gunn flat and down. That is something that Kez Evans, I believe 12 months ago, was incapable. He was just so calculating, waiting for his moment. Kez says he's better. He believes that BT Gunn never helped him, never truly believed in him. You know something, you got to take your shot, you want to get the dance. Ego is a monster that feeds from within, but that ego has brought nothing but confidence, dastardly ways, and that is what has seen excellence personified when it comes to violence of Kez Evans.
Now, into the crowd, Kez Evans took a table with him. They're
brawling through the crowd. Evans has got something planned.
A street fight here in Glasgow. We've already seen tables tonight and the carnage that they can cause. This crowd firmly behind BT Gunn. They love when Gunn brings out this sick oddity. They love when he goes to another place. He's pushed into this demented, sadistic persona.
I've seen this man in battles with Wolfgang, so many other competitors with just that insatiable lust for villainy. It's what drives these opponents. It's what drives these men. Willing to put their own bodies on. Gunn's now getting up.
Kez Evans precariously near that table, but
Kevin's blast. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, James. Just blasting him with that palm strike.
By all means, we're doing our best to see what's happening, as is everyone here. The anticipation rife from these people.
He's got him. He's got him in a suplex. That table's thrown just below him. Straight up punch, those strikes. Kez is just managing to hold on.
But for how long? That's the question.
Oh, he caught Gunn. Right in the midsection, going through that opening on the barrier.
You ever get a feeling something bad is about to happen?
The sweat, the perspiration across both men.
BT Gunn, a daredevil at heart.
I caught him again, a low blow. We got to do anything to survive in the last man standing match.
No.
This is a career killer. Using that power that Kez Evans has, and look at that look in the face. That's what I was talking about. That hatred. Every milliliter of blood, the animalistic scream.
Well, it's quasi-orgasmic if you ask me. Kez Evans, talk about BT Gunn going to another place. When Kez Evans dishes out this maniacal, malevolent violence, he goes to another place as well.
This big grizzly bear just mauling like the Revenant, taking apart BT Gunn.
Shake of the head from Kez Evans. BT Gunn fighting back. Damn sure he won't stay down for long.
Kez Evans, almost 10 years. 10 years, BT Gunn's junior. This young man, hopefully, will have a bright career ahead of him, but will he be able to survive? Looking very good here right now.
BT Gunn, one of the original faces here in ICW. Kez Evans considers himself the future around here, along with other great young athletes as well. Kez Evans considers himself the finest of them all.
You know, BT Gunn over the last 12 months, he's become stronger and physically more powerful. Aligning himself with bad company, but look at Kez Evans, a man who has become more comfortable in his own skin. more assured in his offense.
Kez Evans just tying BT Gunn up in those ropes.
And more dastardly in his ways.
Gunn's helpless.
Last year, when it was BT Gunn versus Kez Evans, many people believed that Kez didn't have a chance. But here tonight, you can just feel it, can you? Oh,
Kez Evans discarding that steel chair. Where's Evans going?
He's got BT Gunn tied up in the ropes, and the thing is, the perspiration from this hot night at the O2 Academy, it actually makes the ropes tighter and harder to actually release.
There's a toolbox at ringside, and Kez Evans.
What the hell is that?
It's a smaller box out of it.
Kez, who originally came into ICW, he was part of the ring crew. He knows every inch of this arena. Trying to see what size.
Oh, that's a screwdriver.
Is that a screwdriver?
It's a screwdriver, and in the hands of Kez Evans, it's a lethal weapon.
This is too much. Kez.
This is too far. No.
Kez.
No. Oh, no.
Look at that mocking BT Gunn.
BT Gunn biting Kez Evans.
Whether he was going to use that or not, he certainly was the second time you saw Kez Evans diving towards the skull of BT Gunn with that screwdriver with malicious intent.
Screwdriver dangling ominously just above the eyeball of BT Gunn, who now has the screwdriver himself.
This is trouble. This is trouble. I talk about malicious intent with someone.
BT Gunn transcending.
We might about to see a real-life lobotomy.
Gunn transcending his normal psyche. He's going to that other place we've spoken of.
Dr. Gunn is in the building. A real-life lobotomy about to be encountered right here at ICW Fight Club. Oh, Fight Club, we're talking about Shug's Hoose Party.
Kez Evans
getting carried away, terrified by this.
Kez Evans saying it's me,
whoa.
BT. It's
Oh, you saw that? He had a spanner in his other hand, just smashing into the legs.
That's ingenious.
Oh, right to the side. Right to the nape of the neck. I think Gunn's out.
Kez Evans almost begging off BT Gunn.
The first count of the match, James, the first count of the match, and he slammed him right in the side of the head.
Well, wouldn't that be something? The first chance the referee has had to count to 10. Wouldn't it be something if that was it for Gunn? He's already been through a table, been attacked with a spanner. Now struggling to get his bearings about him. Oh, Gunn back to his feet. Barely, but he's back to his feet.
All right, he's back to his feet. The count will continue with the tips of his toes, using that. It's legal. It's legal, that chain that he recently smashed into. Oh!
A big kick from Gunn.
And for the second time in this match, Kez Evans has brought him. Stomping onto the fingertips. Grinding, he can easily dislocate the fingers, which is going to neutralize a lot of the offense. A big gauge and lariat there. Watch these. You see the perspiration burst off the chest of BT Gunn.
A look in the face of Kez Evans.
Off the ropes.
There's another
one. See, they made the count.
Yeah.
Made the count. It's about winning the match. And the mind games, the physicality we've seen from Kez Evans, like you said, the house invasion when he turned up at the GPWA Pro Wrestling Academy, beat BT Gunn in front of his students. Embarrassment, the embarrassment that causes.
Kez Evans has beaten BT Gunn from pillar to post, both physically and mentally as well, and now taking out his rage on members of the...
He's got another chance again, perfectly legal. BT Gunn is back to his feet.
I believe that'll be a fine for Kez Evans. I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares at all. Well, he used to think he had Mark Dallas on his shoulder. I'm not so sure that now. A pouncing insecurity right to the nape of the neck of Kez Evans.
BT Gunn now setting up some of those steel chairs.
When it goes to this plane, this level of ultra violence, this is where the oddity lives. He occupies that dark space of your brain where very few men will go.
Certainly does. BT Gunn looking back at those steel chairs.
Let's go up.
This could be Gunn's moment.
He's got him. And that palm strike right to the heart. Hard forearm.
Gunn goes back up to that second rope looking for a superplex, Billy.
Trying to get it. You see Kez Evans, the more powerful of the two.
through a table and now through some steel chairs.
And you see Kez Evans jumping off gleefully. He's going for that Kez dispenser.
Got all of it, and now surely the count begins.
Make the count. What are you doing, Kez? He's going for another one.
Just wants to make sure.
He can do these all night.
Pushes referee Sean
Concussions,
McLaughlin away.
internal bleeding of the brain.
BT Gunn already been through so much.
I know this is a last man standing match.
Oh no.
But referee Sean McLaughlin.
Kez Evans going too far and not for the
He's going
first
again.
time.
Sean will use his discretion. If he has to stop this match, he will. Going quick into the count.
By the time BT Gunn comes around, Billy, we're going to be packed up. It might be next year's Shugs House Party.
Kez could go backstage, get showered, get packed up, sign some 8x10s and get out of here. BT Gunn would still be landing in that ring. He's not moving. Oh no.
We're up to 7.
Kez needs to watch himself. If there's any physical contact, he'll break the count. Oh, Kez. BT Gunn's grabbed the ankle. He's getting back. Look at this.
Kez Evans has sent BT Gunn.
You see Gunn shaking his head. The oddity. His eyes wide open.
He's driven BT Gunn to this.
He was going for a takedown job. Low blow.
And isn't that poetic?
A pop-up, go to sleep. Blasted with a corkscrew. He's got the takedown drop. The corkscrew. DDT.
Now Kez Evans could find himself down for the count.
Made the count, ref. Sean McLaughlin won. And you think of the battles that Sean has had to oversee.
Very few with the intensity of this, the sheer hatred.
Oh, look at this. 5. Kez is moving.
Scrambling for those ropes. That's his only ticket to staying in this last man standing match.
Gunn saw it out of the corner of his eye, grabbing that metal chain, that heavy metal chain. Kez Evans grabbing that chair.
Evans doesn't know where he is at this point.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Oh! Punching that chair.
Sickening thud, a crack.
That will cause shockwaves through the hands of Kez Evans. Oh, look at this.
Rack of steel, the thump, the thud of bone. The skull of Kez Evans.
Kez, did you see that? Kez was like openly waiting for it, saying, take your shot, take your shot.
And BT Gunn did.
I think Kez, you feel like you're going to have to do something to put me down. That's how much he hates him.
We're over halfway. 7.
Here we go. 8. Kez has it moving. It's BT Gunn!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the last man standing, BT Gunn!
Through all the wars these men have had, Billy.
Wow.
At the end of it, look
Look at it. Here comes the rest of Bad Company, the Purge.
Well, if we're going to have honours, make sure that the king.
The 2019, everything that's going on with the Dallas Mavericks. Who knows? We're coming out to make sure this isn't going to go any further. Kez Evans hasn't moved, but I saw that moment. It was like he was willing, it was like a gangland execution. Take your shots, take your shots. And BT Gunn never misses.
And Kez Evans hasn't moved.
Hasn't moved an inch. We're going to have, you see Sean McLaughlin over there, giving a close eye.
Crowbar, Stevie James, congratulating.
Oh, they'd love an opportunity. Think of what Kez Evans has been a thorn in their side.
Oh, this means as much to the Purge as it does BT Gunn. Bad company, but good win for BT Gunn.
Here
it
tonight.
meant so much.
Here tonight.
Hits away that screwdriver, which was almost driven into the eyeball, the eye socket.
That's it. He was going to be a live action lobotomy was going to take place, but BT Gunn, best in the world, Grand Slam winner, proving once again Kez Evans, though, brought everything. If there was any man that could have done it, I thought it was going to be the dastardly one. This guy was that guy and put down by BT Gunn. Wow. Shots fired. Is it over? Will it ever be over? Great job. Great job.
Kez Evans being helped to his feet. He's out of it. He doesn't know where
Kez Evans has everything to be proud of, apart from the fact that he is an absolute prick.
He's dastardly.
Fans, last man standing match lived up to everything. BT Gunn taking on Kez Evans, but now it is time for the first time ever here in Insane Championship Wrestling. The WWE NXT UK Women's Championship is on the line. It is Toni Storm defending against Viper.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh man.
coming to you live from the O2 Academy
This
in
is
Glasgow, Scotland.
No kidding.
The following contest is for the NXT UK Women's Championship. Introducing first,
She is known worldwide. All over the globe, this woman has made a name for herself. But here at ICW, the only name that matters, Billy, is Viper.
The vixen of violence, the babe of battery, the megaton Barbie. She is a three-time ICW Women's Champion. She's won titles over in Japan, all across Europe and North America. Some fans internationally will know her from WWE NXT UK as Piper Niven, but right here, this is Viper!
And each and every soul inside this building, they adore the ground that she walks on, and they would love to see their champion. They would love to see Viper do it, become NXT UK Women's Champ.
Bring it home, Viper! Bring it home!
and her opponent.
Making unbelievably only her third appearance in ICW, lightning from down under. This is Toni Storm. The NXT UK superstar coming to rock ICW. No stranger to our rings, like we've said. I can't think of someone that has become more of an icon in wrestling than Toni Storm. You see her style, you see her swagger, really inspired by 80s Los Angeles metal scene, but her ring game is unmistakably 90s Japan, a mix of that Japanese strong style, British technical grappling, got a bit of high flying.
Ladies and
has
gentlemen,
taken
the
up to
following
championship
contest
heights
is
all across
scheduled
the
for
globe.
one fall. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, senior referee Thomas Cairns.
The guy.
Introducing first, standing in the corner to my left, she is a former three-time and inaugural ICW Women's Champion of the World.
Bang bang.
The vixen of violence, the babe of brutality, the megaton Barbie. She is Viper!
Listen to this ovation for our very own, the inaugural ICW Women's Champion. A standout of the Mae Young Classic. Fight like a girl.
And
Win
her opponent,
is what she does.
standing in the corner to my right, from the Gold Coast, Australia, she is your reigning, defending WWE NXT UK Women's Champion. This is Toni Storm.
Toni making her third appearance in ICW, her second since she won that belt. Last time we saw her in ICW was back at the Square Goal, where she was set to be in a dream match against Kaylee Ray, interrupted of course by Casey. Hey, you've got to wonder what the ICW Women's Champion is going to be doing after what a showing of dominance it was last night with the POD.
24 hours ago, Casey, you're right. So impressive. There's a handshake between the champion Toni Storm, the challenger Viper. Here we go.
Which is great to see. There's a lot of respect, there's a lot of love between these two. They have been bunkmates, they have shared journeys all across the globe, but in that ring, when that bell rings, everything changes.
It does, and there's yet more respect. I think that's going to be a recurring theme throughout this match. These women, it's no secret, they admire one another.
They certainly
and why
do.
wouldn't they?
I mean, backstage earlier, unbelievably, we saw them breaking bread together, talking about lots of things, adventures around the bell, being nostalgic about it. It's unbelievable to think that they can do what they do, but this is a couple of facts that I just want to get across here, and I'm not trying to stir the pot here. In terms of win-loss records, Toni Storm has always had the edge on Viper, but Viper perhaps has more of that international acclaim. She's much more of a recognisable face. Many have said, even though Toni Storm is a modern-day icon of UK and international women's wrestling, so there is always going to be that yin and yang. There's always going to be that seeing sawing. There's always going to be that competitive edge, and it's fine for us, James, to sit here as commentators, as pundits, to theorise, but how these men and women think in that ring, it's what drives them. It's what drives their passion to go miles up and down the road, hours in the gym, the pain, the anguish, the tears, the blood, the sweat.
Well, we've witnessed tears from Toni Storm before when she won the NXT UK Women's Championship from Rhea Ripley at the first.
Oh, look at that, look at that.
UK takeover, that's a takeover from Viper.
Went for a handshake, straight into a front hammerlock there. You could see that. She's obviously got her head scissors there. It's interesting that, once again, Toni Storm went for the handshake and Viper was having none of it. I think she's saying, if we're doing this, let's do it.
Now again, Toni Storm extends the hand to
handshake. She's got the legs of Viper neutralised.
Viper reciprocates her hand as well, and we have the handshake, both women on their feet. Oh!
Little receipt there. If we're going to do it, the palm strikes. Straight with that big bro kick right to the shoulder. Interestingly enough, Viper has had shoulder injuries in the past. Bulbasaur!
Oh, and that could be the difference. That could be the difference. These kind of moves from
Flying
Viper.
chops.
They've won so many championships. Storm had it telegraphed.
Oh, look at that. Got rolled over after blasting her with the flying chips. Another one, flattening her. 1, 2.
Near fall.
Both these young ladies, absolutely fantastic competitors.
I don't know if Storm can take too many more moves like that.
Oh, no. And you think that since becoming WWE NXT UK Women's Championship, she has had a target on the back of her head.
She has what every woman in this industry wants.
Oh, that's it.
And Viper is certainly no different, but now, here's a submission attempt.
It looks like she's getting ready to go.
Champion has it locked in. Right in the middle of that ring.
Right in the middle of the ring. A variation of the STF.
Thomas Cairns, one of the best in the business, straight on down there to see if Viper wanted to give it on up.
Right in the middle of the ring, you can see that she's actually using her hip to neutralise Viper's hips, so she's not able to shimmy across the ring. The legs, great find, pulling back in the neck, cutting off the flow of blood, the flow there.
This is where Viper has to use that power, that strength that brought her to the dance.
To have this in so early in this match is a problem for Viper.
Viper reaches the ropes.
Releasing it, there's a little bit of that wickedness, because make no bones about it, they might be shaking hands with you. Both these wrestlers have one hell of a temper. Double knees right to the back.
They're warriors. And they're two of the best warriors, male or female, on planet Earth today.
Toni Storm, only 23 years of age.
That's incredible. That's incredible when you think of it.
That's it. She moved to Australia's Gulf Coast at the age of 10, fell in love with pro wrestling. That journey has taken her to the bright lights of WWE.
I tell you what, pro wrestling has fallen in love with Toni Storm as
Certainly
well.
has.
She has fallen in love with winning. That is why she is the NXT UK Women's Champion.
And she has been wrestling wrestlers of an insane pedigree, no pun intended. Of course, we saw that outstanding bout she had against NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler. What an encounter that was, and it showed that she can go with the ground and pound style of Shayna Baszler. Just think about it. Every time Toni Storm wrestles, she adds more to that hybrid arsenal of hers. She becomes more and more advanced, constantly evolving, and that's what these competitors with Viper and Toni Storm need to do.
You have to wonder if Storm picked up a few MMA tips when she was wrestling Baszler.
As you said that, they're blasting her with a forearm. If it's a power game, it's going to be Viper. Trying to go for the waist lock again, Viper, using her strength. Float over there by Toni Storm. Flying jabs again. Toni Storm simply has no answer for that. Going swinging wild back elbow there.
Why deviate from what works if you're Viper?
Glasgow kiss right to the head.
That hurt the challenger just as much as the champ. But look where Storm is.
Cannonball!
This could be Viper's opening.
Oh, look at this. Viper bomb!
Oh. Cover!
She's not got the leg hooked. No!
You're right, Billy. That seemed to be the difference. Maybe if Viper had hooked that leg, that could have been 3.
It's a mistake we saw before back in the Mae Young Classic when these two wrestled, James. I'm surprised to see it happen again by Viper. Just throwing all sheets to the wind, I guess, here in Glasgow. And that's what it's for right there, fans. The WWE UK NXT Women's Championship. One of the richest prizes in pro wrestling today.
Viper dragged Storm by the hair. Did you see that?
Viper trying to use her strength there to get back. And an accordion back suplex. You see those wicked elbows. Look at the torque she's getting on those. Oh! Huge basement lariat, just almost decapitating Viper.
And that was smart from Storm. No, she didn't get the 3, but she pulled away Viper's arms, so she couldn't reach out for that bottom rope.
And doing that again, though. But she's not being able to get enough of a vertical pressure. She's not being able to get enough to keep Viper down. And Viper having that core strength, that extra size, she's gonna have to hook her in tight. It's not going to be a whimsical pin here tonight, but Toni Storm knows that.
Oh, and I don't know if this is wise.
She's trying to get her up for that strong zero. That piles her straight to an accordion back suplex right to the corner.
And again, Storm precariously positioned in that corner.
She's going for it again. Cannonball, too much behind it.
This time had it scouted.
She's trying to get her release. Oh, straight over her shoulder, release German suplex. Trying to get up. Oh! Strong zero, blasted her right in the middle of the ring. She's got the leg hooked this time, reaching back. No! The shoulder was wild, James. The shoulder was wild.
That's a hallmark of Viper's entire ICW, no, pro wrestling career. Just when you think she doesn't have anything left, she somehow finds some more strength in those bones.
And that's what she's going to have to do. She's going to have to dig deep here tonight. Because trust me, traveling champion, a fighting champion of Toni Storm, she's not come here to Glasgow to lose. She's come here to once again show her dominance over. And another Glasgow kiss. Did you hear that? And now she's trying to go with the Viper driver, float over there by the champion here tonight. Oh, that was an ugly spill to the outside there. Viper trying to catch herself. Might have twisted, torqued her shoulder there.
Viper landed hard on the ring apron, one of the hardest parts of a wrestling ring.
Straight out, Yakuza kick right to the side of the ear of Viper.
That's saying a lot because it all hurts. Speaking of which,
there's never much separation. You can always see Toni Storm wanting to make sure she's got some type of grip, whether it's the hair, whether it's the arm, or the leg. Oh no.
Oh no.
We've seen this before.
Oh no, not on that apron.
That pile driver to the apron, the strong zero.
Oh,
no!
Head first.
It's done. It's done. It's done.
Storm could easily roll inside the ring, take the count out, win, but she doesn't want to win that way.
Zero. Shaking up the fluid that runs through the spine of Viper. 1, 2. No! You said earlier, James, all that passion inside of Viper. You saw Toni Storm. She reached out for the leg, feeling she didn't have it. She had her down. Boom! Viper kicks out.
Toni Storm, I believe, maybe could have got the count out, but she wanted to defeat Viper fair and square inside that ring, but not on this occasion.
These fans have been hot in more ways than one here in Glasgow. We've still got to see a new ICW World Heavyweight Champion crowned, but a lot of them came to see, oh, Viper's got a Viper driver!
Here we go!
We're going to see it! No! A reversal there by Tony Storm. No! Look at the look in Viper's face. She couldn't believe it.
That's how quickly
She couldn't
this match
believe
can change on a dime.
Stay on her, Viper. This is perhaps the first time we have really seen Tony Storm in trouble in this match. Tony Storm managing to take over. Zero strong again. Strong zero. 1, 2, 3. Cigar!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and still NXT UK Women's Champion, Tony
managing to get that flurry. The last strength as we've seen from Viper, that passion, managing to kick out that last flurry of offense. But Tony Storm was just waiting, blasting her straight in the middle of that ring with not one, but 2 strong zeros. That sick pile driver. It was all done by the 3 count. Zero chance of Viper kicking out in that one.
Look what happens as soon as the match is over, as soon as the war is finished. Both these women go back to being friends. They've traveled the world together, whether it's Japan, WWE, or right here in ICW.
And a great show of respect from the ICW Mafia. These fans here in Glasgow of NXT.
Tony Storm,
Oh, look at that. And a show of respect there for Tony Storm. She walks out with a belt held high, but she has given Viper the ring. I could watch that anytime, any day or night. And that does mean that Tony Storm will go on to NXT UK TakeOver in Cardiff, where she's going to be defending the belt against another competitor you'll be familiar with. She's going to be taking on Kaylee Ray.
Oh, what a match that's going to be, and what a match that was. Viper has nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm here with Kings of Catch, still your tag team champions. Well done, winning that tables, ladders and chairs match.
You don't have to whisper, you just please don't shout. I got knocked out. That way.
I'm trying to. I mean, that was brittle. How's your elbow? How's your head? How's everything?
My elbow's flappy, it's all glued up. My head's there.
How did you find the match, Liz?
So, that right there, tough as it was, tables, ladders, chairs, knockouts, contusions, everything in between. It's a fancy word, I know. Don't undercut me. Aspen every time with this.
It's a big word.
As I was saying, that's the kind of shit that we want. That's exactly what we want.
We're swearing there.
Aspen, what have I... We're live on YouTube right now, Aspen. We will handle this when I get home, okay?
Doesn't know how YouTube works.
Aspen! Stop.
Look. Since when were we sweary boys? Like,
Right.
that time of the tag
Give us
teams
it.
is over. We're not big sweary boys putting each other down.
Right,
Let's go.
Right, give us it. Give us it. Give us it.
Give him it.
That right there is exactly what we want. We want the toughest teams that Europe has to offer. We want the toughest teams that the planet has to offer. Tables, ladders, chair, tacks, barbed wire, blood. We don't care. We're willing to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to put these titles on the map. To elevate them to heights they've never seen before. To put ICW where it belongs, the tippy top of independent wrestling. It's matches like that and it's teams like us that's going to do it. The Kings of Catch, still your ICW tag team champions. And that's not going to change anytime soon.
You're just going to keep my blood on the belt, are you?
Yep, I like it. It's hardcore.
Sweet.
I am delighted to be joined backstage with your retaining NXT UK Women's Champion, Tony Storm. Tony, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. And congratulations, a huge congratulations. This is the second time now in ICW that you've defended that title. And second time win. Could we maybe hint at third time?
I mean, we could do a third time where I win and maybe a fourth. You know, do you want to see that?
I would love to see that.
Just, like, I don't mean to brag, but I did, like, I beat Kaylee and I beat Viper, and they're kind of like the biggest stars in the world, so.
This is true, but we do have such a strong women's roster in ICW, so you never know, somebody else could.
What about that bitch Casey Owens that, you know, kind of got a, you know, her nose stuck in business last time with Kaylee? What about her? Where's she at? Where is she?
Well, she's actually going to Japan with our women's championship, so could that be something in the future
Maybe
that we
I'll
could
pay
see?
her a visit, you never know.
Well, I for one would love to see that match. And Tony, thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Well, I've managed to grab a few words with Viper in this really sweaty locker room backstage here at Shug's House Party Night 2. And what an amazing match against you and WWE NXT champion, women's champion, Toni Storm. I'm so excited. It was amazing. Unfortunately, didn't come out with the win, but what an belter of a match. I don't know how else to put it.
Thank you so much. You know, I didn't get the win tonight, but that's okay. I was against one of the best wrestlers in the world, Toni Storm, and I didn't get it tonight, but genuinely, one day, that title was going to be mine. Something that was more important to me was when I was in the ring today with the crowd, Simon introduced me and mentioned 3-time former ICW and inaugural world champion. And just hearing the roar from the crowd, knowing how much they support me and how much they're with me, you know, that made me feel like it didn't matter if I got the win tonight, because I know everything I've achieved, and I know that no matter what happens, they're always with me. So I don't know what the next step is, but I'm a really determined person, and I'll always do what I put my mind to. And I said I wouldn't let them down. So not tonight, but soon.
You haven't let them down. You did them proud out there. It was an amazing match. Well done again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
No fun now. And just as we were enjoying ourselves, Chief Doug.
Oh, Maestro, I don't know how he does that.
Making their way to the ring, they're the team of Los Federales Santos Jr. and Chief Deputy Don, the Anti-Fun Police.
And this is what you have to know, fans. The Kinky Party have themselves a hell of a mountain to climb. I have watched the Kinky Party's career since its foundations were built here in ICW. They have been unable to answer the Anti-Fun Police every time there's been an encounter. Physically, they've got the upper hand. Within the confines of a wrestling match, they've got the upper hand. Do the Anti-Fun Police have the Kinky Party's number?
And their opponents.
Well, we're about to find out once and for all whether or not that is the case. But first, I believe we're going to have a little shindig, a little bit of party time here in Glasgow.
A party that only Glasgow can have. We've got an empty head of Shugs. Here comes the Kinky Party. The big ride machine and the Lucha Butcher. Everybody's da, Sha Samuels.
And he didn't come alone, and I'm not just talking about Sha Samuels. Jack Chester has a few titties for the ride also.
I thought you were talking about that video I saw on the internet. God, there's about 85 women in that video.
Well, I have to say I counted 86, but you know, we won't split hairs.
He's got long hair for the last time. If we have long hair, doesn't mean we're women. It's 2019, James.
I'm sorry.
Take your hand off me.
You liked it, never mind.
got matching ring. Oh, for goodness sake.
I have never witnessed Shug Samuels look so uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
Making their way to the ring. If they do not win,
He loves it.
they are never allowed to team again
take a
in
picture for Fred.
ICW. They are the team of the Big Ride Machine, Jack Jester, the East End Butcher, Shug Samuels, the Kinky Party.
Come out with a lot of pomp and circumstance, but me no one's about it. They love to party, but they are taking this very seriously. But I just point this out, Shug Samuels has lost 30 pounds. 30 pounds, he is in the shape of his life.
Well, no wonder the man doesn't eat any food. All he does is bring those cans down fat balls of Mad Dog. I don't even know what is Mad Dog.
He eats a lot of protein. He's a butcher for crying out loud. Hates vegans. Oh, for goodness sake.
In all seriousness, Shug Samuels been working hard at the gym, and look at Jack Jester, always up for a party, but here's the thing. If the anti-fun police have their way, the party could be cancelled.
Well, this is all very well and good. Is this the final performance for these fans of the Kinky Party?
No fun done inside the ring, demonstrating with the referee. He and Santos just want to get this started.
They won't even get their deposit back. You see Jack Jester gesturing to somebody who wants a drink.
Well, whatever Jack Jester wants, he'll get from these people. They idolise his fun-loving antics. And why wouldn't they? They've been on the ride, this kinky ride, with Jack Jester and Shug Samuels since day one now.
Dirty, kinky, sexy ride. Dirty, I mean, don't get me wrong. These two coming up look like they've escaped from a basement somewhere in Pulp Fiction.
And the reason I say one like that is because after tonight, if the anti-fun police have their way, the Kinky Party are done.
I legitimately believe that there is trouble here for the Kinky Party because Chief Dunn, these guys have had an answer every single time back at King of Honors the challenge was thrown out.
Look, no fun done. Looking over at the broadcast position, it's nothing to do with us. This is just the way things are around.
Just how it is. There's nothing I can do about this. I mean, I might have bought them a beer, but don't let that fool you. Believe it or not, I believe Shug gets ID'd all the time.
He gets ID'd?
He gets ID'd.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kinky Party will not be drinking beers tonight.
What?
Continue. Shows you how seriously they're taking it.
Until they beat the anti-fun police.
Well, the Kinky Party all business. I think that's a lie. I think they've already been in the back supping those beers.
Look at Lost Feather Alice Santos Jr. Looks like a Fisher-Price activity gimp. And he's getting his head caved in by Shug Samuels. These two men sent message after message to the Kinky Party, then revealed themselves, put one hell of a beatdown down on Jack Jester a long time ago. Then they managed to beat the Kinky Party.
Well, Santos certainly not the first gimp that Jack Jester has put the boots to. I mean, what? Never mind. Oh.
Phone's dead.
And now look at the double team.
Knobs, the big man.
Another thing.
Just flying his face out, using that ball. Wow! Double hip toss.
I need to stop with the jokes. It's unbecoming.
Will you stop talking about ejaculation? It's a lovely lady.
There are no words.
Friendship elbow.
Oh. There's a whole world of pain, though, for the anti-fun police who could be out of here if the Kinky Party have their way.
Oh, certainly is. Straight into Shug Samuels. Oh, Shug Samuels falling hard on the apron. through down in his ribs.
Now a reversal in fortunes for the anti-fun police, the double team on Jack Jester.
Big avalanche into the goal, Santos Jr. This big man has a lot of power, uses every ounce of that bulking match, a very dangerous competitor.
How many times do you think every single person inside this building's been arrested? It's got to be double figures.
I'd say triple figures. Have you seen this ardent scum that's out here?
Hold back. No Fun Done didn't hold back.
No, he doesn't need to. No Fun Done. Formerly, Damien Dunn has held championships, accolades all across the United Kingdom. Used to be a fun-loving young man, but realised they got him nowhere. Signed up, went to the Anti-Fun Police Academy, became a chief deputy in record time. Oh, big centre, just flattening Jack Jester. It's like I say, physically in that ring, you think of the hardcore icon of ICW, Jack Jester, the Lucha Butcher, the one-man riot, that they just physically seem unable to answer. And that, I think, comes down to the commanding, the presence, the playbook of No Fun Done, and the physicality of Santos Jr.
Samuels trying to rally though. It's successful so far.
Whatever way he runs, the compass always points to east.
Big splashes in the corner for both members of the Anti-Fun Police.
And again, oh! Got him with a spinning heel kick. It's like I say, we see something more and more.
Santos deceptively athletic.
He very much is. He uses that size as a weapon. You think of competitors like Bam Bam Bigelow, King Kong Bundy back into the day. It's a type of wrestler, an archetype of wrestler that you don't see in professional wrestling today. And Los Federales Santos Jr. is an embodiment of that in Monday wrestling. And that's why I think he's been so successful.
A lot of people believe that Santos might be better off without No Fun Done. I think those people are liars.
Big power going up, backbreaker.
Look at the seamless teamwork.
Oh, knee right to the head, right to the shoulder, I think.
Like demolition in their prime.
1, 2, 3, no. Oh, that was close. And again, fans, we have to make this clear. I was partly, as were you, James, to the signing that took place earlier on today. A waiver that says if the Kinky Party lose, they will no longer be booked in Tiger. All the bookings that they have in Inside Championship Wrestling and beyond, they're cancelled. They're done. Promoters from around the country have agreed to that.
It's unthinkable. Unthinkable. Certainly here in ICW, if we take that as an isolated case, to imagine this place without Shaz Samuels and Jack Jester and the kinky antics they bring.
The landscape of the tag team scene here in ICW would change in the blink of an eye and change in 3 seconds. You think about that, to be the team that exercised ICW that ended the party.
Well, that could be the future of the Anti-Fun Police.
It's an 0-1-4-1. Commanding presence.
Santos with the power. Here comes Jester.
Here comes Jester, finally coming to the rescue of his tag partner, throwing himself in. Just making sure to push Los Federales Santos Jr. I'm just going to call him Santos Jr. at this point. I mean, no disrespect to his authoritative position with the Anti-Fun Police, but it's a mouthful. And the police know all about them.
An Irish whip that was.
Straight out boot. Here comes a shoulder breaker by Jack Jester. Boom, nails his man with it. With an orthodox pin attempt, but he's got a leg grip. No.
What is it going to take? That's what's going through the mind of Jack Jester. Flying through the air, crashing down on Santos.
There has been no traditional tag team rules here in this match. It's almost like tornado rules here in Glasgow. Would it really go down any other way? Santos slam. Oh, into an elbow. Another one, flattening his man. It's over. Shaz nowhere near the ring. It's done. It's going to end like this.
How disappointing that would be for the Kinky Party if this match finished without Shaz Samuels even knowing what was going on.
Oh, look at that, turning him inside out. The broad shoulders. Can't get Santos Jr. down. Another one. Just looking at the edge, just standing his ground. Look at this big man.
Santos barely moved. And Shaz Samuels is a big old boy, let me tell you.
It certainly is. Orthodox, the fury of the butcher. Oh! Caught him. Almost a variation of sling blade crossbody.
it.
Never seen that.
Thought that was all for the Kinky Party.
I've been so impressed by the Anti-Fun Police.
They just keep going.
That's it, he's done.
It's done now.
Jester can't move. He's done.
No. It's still going. I can see why he likes that, quite frankly.
That was a close one here.
Santos, no fun done.
I understand that the Anti-Fun Police win in all their matches will then be taught in black and white. Jacob Rees-Mogg will then be their spokesman.
Oh. Steel chair right to the rib cage and then across the spine.
Aha, chair shot both men. Oh, look at this, it's like a beatdown. I saw this. Rodney King! Rodney King!
I counted 4 hard steel chair shots across the back.
Fuck
of
the
Jack
police!
Jester. Maybe more from Santos across the spine of Shad Samuels.
Oh, look at that, he's talking to the loud Taylor. This is where it always seems to end, the brutality of the Anti-Fun Police.
You asked the question, Billy, do the Anti-Fun Police have the Kinky Party's number? On this evidence, the answer is yes.
The former ICW Tag Team Champions. And they don't care about these fans at ringside. They don't care about the guys backstage. They just care about destroying these two men, the living embodiment of the heart and soul. That's what I call them. Shad Samuels and Jack Jester, the heart and soul of ICW.
The Anti-Fun Police detest what Shad Samuels and Jack Jester stand for. They want to change the face of ICW as a brand. They want to morph it in their image.
Look at them coming together like it's going to end like this.
Someone take that megaphone away from No Fun Done. Please.
No!
How many? I've lost count of the amount of steel
No
chair
Fun Done
shots.
saying I'm not stopping until they quit. Imagine that. Imagine having the Kinky Party submit. You can see Jack Jester and Shad Samuels holding their hands. The friendship, the bond that these two have.
They've been through everything together.
I've never seen tag team partners this close. If it's going to end, I guess it's going to end together.
Steel chair blow after steel chair blow.
It's like something out of Thelma and Louise.
How are the Kinky Party still moving? Jack Jester saying, please, no more. Can't take any more punishment. And I think No Fun Done would let you believe that
What are they doing?
That the Kinky Party are giving up. I don't
look at the look on Santos Jr. Look at No Fun Done. It's like they can't believe it. They can't believe it.
Have the Anti-Fun Police ground down the Kinky Party.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
They fell in one another's arms. No, here we go.
It's over. It's over. No! Put out the Pringles. Get the lid. Get the cans on ice. The party continues.
How did you know that I brought Luke? Don't answer.
I can't believe it. Look at this. Santos Jr. No Fun Done. Now being beaten by Shad Samuels and Jack Jester.
Maybe they've been cut off again by the Anti-Fun Police.
As it always seems to end. As it always seems to go.
It's 2-on-1 against Jester.
Oh, look at this. Santos Jr. Going out the ring. Shad Samuels blasting him with a steel chair.
Look at Jester's eyes. They tell the full story.
Oh.
Shad Samuels back inside now as well.
He's got him up.
You want to see a tombstone?
It is. The double axe handle to the brown eye. Drop to the dungeon. 1, 2, 3. The Kinky Party. The party continues.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the Kinky Party.
I'll drink to that.
Still going, Billy.
I'll drink to that.
And now, finally, the Kinky Party can drink alcohol.
And of course, the anti-fun police. They are done now.
No reason to party for no fun done and Santos.
If you're a fan of Law and Order, if you're a fan of plain foods in black and white, then quite frankly you must be heartbroken, although you've never felt an emotion unless Jacob Rees-Mogg comes on your telly.
Now look at this. As they were during the match, as they fell together.
I thought that was it. It was like something out of Delma and Louise. They were going down together. I couldn't imagine the landscape of ICW without Shaw Samuels and Jack Jester of the Kinky Party. Forever odd couple. Really like the mum and dad I never had.
Another embrace.
Sorry, mum and dad.
Jas Samuels, and look, Jas Samuels wants a little refreshing beverage, and I would suggest that Mr. Jack Jester might just join him in this party.
Raise your glasses, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you love them, whether you hate them, you gotta toast the Kinky Party.
What a weekend we have had here in ICW, and now we know the party rages on. But Billy, we've got one more matter to settle here tonight. I can't wait to see it.
We do, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves an ICW World Heavyweight title match, a vacant belt. It needs to be won by someone here tonight. Well, you know something, first of all, let's have ourselves a little bit of crowd surfing.
Why leave via conventional means through the curtain when you can ride all these people?
They are going to be so sweaty. Oh, that is... Chester, of course, like a dark angel, he electing to unorthodoxly go face first. Basically, his balls are going to be getting mishandled like marbles.
Well, he's never done things the easy way.
No, he certainly has not. And you pay top money, so you won't do things the easy way on you. That's all fair enough.
Imagine paying for a ticket to an ICW event.
I'm joined backstage with the anti-fun police. Gentlemen, commiserations on your loss tonight. It now means the Kinky Party can stay in ICW.
Shut the hell up, Jen! Shut the hell up! What the hell was that? That's not the way it was supposed to go. The Kinky Party have too much fun. They had to be stopped. We didn't stop them.
Commiserations? We came in the door or nothing! Or nothing! And we didn't get it done!
So yeah, Kinky Party, they're still together. They're gonna still have fun, yeah? Yeah, well, it ain't over. We're not done. We're not done. Because there's too much fun and we're gonna stop it one way or another. All right, Jen?
Like we always say, no fun, nada. Let's go.
There's no fun here. I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun.
That's it right there. The brand new ICW World Heavyweight Championship belt, one of the richest prizes in the world of professional wrestling. It proves that you are very much the best. We're looking to crown the new champion, that position vacant at the top of Insane Championship Wrestling. We know that one of the competitors is going to be Wolfgang, former ICW World Heavyweight Champion, the franchise of Insane Championship Wrestling. But ICW management have gone all out. They have found themselves another competitor to occupy the other position, the other challenger position. Let's find out who it's going to be. It's time to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. Take it away, Simon.
Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live
from the O2 Academy in Glasgow, Scotland. The following contest is your evening's main event to crown a new ICW Heavyweight Champion of the World. Introducing first.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know the first competitor. Familiar to wrestling fans all around the globe. He is the franchise of Insane Championship Wrestling. I call him that because he is the measuring stick to which all others are accounted against. 6'4", 17 pounds. You might know him, of course, from WWE UK NXT, but he is not a member of Gallus here tonight. He is part of the very, very best. A former ICW Zero G champion, a former ICW World Heavyweight champion, and he has not held that belt for almost 2 calendar years and would love nothing more to reclaim it tonight. Of course, this match originally was meant to be a different opponent. He was meant to be challenging for that belt tonight against Lionheart. That belt has been retired, of course, due to the sad passing of Lionheart here in Insane Championship Wrestling. He will go down as a champion here forever in infamy. But that belt right there is a brand new title, a brand new World Heavyweight Championship. And I can't think of someone more capable, more prone, more an embodiment of what Insane Championship Wrestling is than that belt right there. Now,
Wolfgang believes it's his destiny, Billy.
Oh,
he really does.
He said he has come back to reclaim his title.
But here's the facts. Wolfgang believes it's his destiny, but we don't know who his opponent is here.
Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? We've heard names thrown about like Trent Seven. We've heard, right, we know Riddle Lightning's in the building. Hang on, hang on! We hear the Filthy Generation! Who is it?
Haley Ray?
Oh my goodness, imagine that history made! Wolfgang's into it. Is it the Kings?
The Kings of Catch now behind Haley Ray.
You're kidding me! You are kidding me! SOS! SOS! The summer! He's back! The summer of Steve Emery! Look at Wolfgang's face! 1 year ago, he lost the ICW World Heavyweight Championship to DCT. He didn't have a knee injury. He had no idea he was anywhere near to compete. I can't believe it. It's like seeing a ghost.
Billy, of all the names that have been thrown around.
Not even once. Not even once, James.
Everyone's minds in here just collectively exploded.
The Pharaoh of Phil, the mean city ripper. Listen to this ovation. Look at Wolfgang's face. All that sympathy's gone. Look at him, James. All that sympathy's just gone.
I can't believe what's going on.
Trying to have a heart attack here.
1 year ago, Stevie Boy lost the ICW World Heavyweight Championship. We've only seen him once since then, Billy. And now he's here.
I can't believe it. Look at the shape he's in. The architect of the Filthy Generation. He has built himself a venomous empire. And listen to the Filthy Generation. A chorus of cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, Senior Referee Thomas Karen. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my left, weighing in tonight at 17 stone, he is the 2016 Square Co winner, former ICW Zero G champion, former ICW Heavyweight Champion of the World,
Best in the
the
business.
King of the Steel Cage. He is clad, built, made from characters. He is the Regulator. This is
Wolfgang certainly has his fans. The big Regulator.
Well, the Regulator has been regulated, and I'm not even sure that makes sense, but I don't know what to believe anymore.
But you saw that little bit of a certainty was shocked. We were shocked. The crew here at ringside, Simon was shocked. But that has now changed the calm
and
composure.
his opponent,
On Wolfgang.
standing in the corner to my right, making his ICW return. He is the 2017 King of Insanity, 2018 Square Go winner, former two-time ICW Tag Team Champion, former ICW Zero G Champion, former Insane Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. He is the New Age Pharaoh of Filth, the leader of the Filthy Generation. This is Stevie Boy!
This is your first time seeing Stevie Boy, fans. He is the complete package. I saw him wrestle as a boy, a young man here at ICW, someone that has evolved into the wicked, villainous Reverend Stevie. You heard of the New Age Pharaoh of Filth here in ICW. Caesar has returned to Rome.
I can't believe of all the things, the magical, wonderful things we have witnessed this weekend. We have witnessed the return of Stevie Boy.
We heard so many names thrown around. So many names, former champions here in ICW. Trent Seven, British Strong Style, they were thrown out. Volta, so many names. But one who has been waiting. The last time we saw Stevie made a brief appearance after the Queen of Insanity match in last year's Fear and Loathing. I've spoken with Stevie. I had no idea he was even near competing again, I should say.
I don't think anyone did, but the bell
That's
wrong, so this is real.
I've just been handed a report here by the ICW doctors here. He got by the impact test. He has passed all things, signed and cleared today. Today
of all days.
He's been re-signed to a new contract here in Insane Championship Wrestling. Mark Dallas, I get a feeling he probably had to put a couple of zeros after that.
Well, in pro wrestling, they say timing is everything, Billion. And certainly that is the case for Stevie Boy here tonight.
The Reverend Stevie, you can hear the chorus of chants from the Filthy Generation. Once again heralded to the rings by the Queen of Hardcore, Kaylee Ray, and of course, the Kings of Catch.
But as happy as everyone is here tonight to see Stevie Boy back in an ICW ring, this isn't a formality. Look at who is against him in this match, Big Wolfgang.
Well, Wolfgang, of course, what a reign he had as ICW World Heavyweight Champion. One of the most fearsome competitors in Insane Championship Wrestling's history. I'm a fan of Wolfgang, I've never made any bones about it. Like I say, he's the franchise, he has everything. He can fly around that ring like a cruiserweight. One of the most frighteningly powerful men in its history. And you think of the ring CV, you think of the ring miles. This man has had the accolades, a Triple Crown winner. He has won championship belts in all the major wrestling companies in Scotland and across the United Kingdom and into Europe. Stevie Boy, no slouch himself, multi-time tag team champion, Zero G champion, became an iconic competitor in that division. And then he put himself into the heavyweights.
I remember many moons ago. Oh, hold that thought,
Let's go for the Glasgow
Boy.
Destroyer early.
Yeah, wanted to finish this one.
Oh, he's caught the... There's that strength. twisting, torquing the arm. Stevie Boy rolling straight over and making sure that he's complete control. Wolfgang neutralizing, and that's what you've got to wonder, James, at this point. Wolfgang has been wrestling as scheduled, popping back and forth to America, across the United Kingdom, here in ICW. Stevie Boy, what has he done in terms of training? We certainly can do, you know, the impact heads, the box jumps, see all you want, but actually competing in that ring, we've been told by veterans of this sport, nothing matches up. You can run the West Highland way day in, day out, but there's nothing like running those ropes.
No, Stevie Boy has to be ring rusty, and if he is even 1% ring rusty, Wolfgang will take full advantage of that, and Wolfgang will be your next ICW World Heavyweight Champion.
All right,
mark my words.
We're going to get past the shock fans. We're going to break this down. Wolfgang, he's round about up there, around about 17 or so stone, I believe. Looking lean and mean here, but as so Stevie looking in fantastic condition, at least aesthetically. Wolfgang, of course. Look at that, just holding on.
Yeah, just won't let go.
I gotta believe that since Stevie Boy was last here in ICW, Wolfgang has picked up a couple of tricks.
Oh, no doubt, you said it. Wolfgang, world travels, respected all over the place by wrestling fans, young and old,
all right,
especially here in ICW.
Yep, he's getting torque on that arm. You can see Stevie Boy, he's not going to be able to match up muscle, no disrespect. The condition, Stevie Andy looks great.
Has to use his speed, you're right.
He's got himself lean and mean. Okay, over there's that quick, little shadows, foreshadowing of that quickness. We come to the drop kick. Well, you wonder what the knee's like. The vertical leap looks pretty good to me.
It did, and again, Wolfgang uncharacteristically backing off from Stevie Boy.
Stevie Boy, though, really suffering that shoulder, that torque in the arm there. Trying to shake it off, getting the flow of blood back through to it, trying to stretch out those hamstrings.
You can see Stevie Boy sucking wind already here, and that's not criticism. Listen, I couldn't do the things he does inside that ring, but the fact of the matter, to your point, Billy, he just hasn't been around. He hasn't wrestled matches.
It's a hot one here in Glasgow, James. It really, really is. 1, 2, nope. We're going in a backslide, caught Wolfgang, the first real pin attempt of the match. Flows straight over, trying to use his quickness. Wolfgang's got him caught, so you got to wonder, is he a beat off? Nope, not going to be able to get an Irish whip. Straight over, big shoulder blow, just barreling through.
Whoa!
Flat up though. Off the ropes. Another one. Whoa. Little torque on that knee there. You actually saw Wolfgang maybe a momentary concern.
Well, I don't think that Wolfgang did notice. There we go.
Route 66 cutting straight through that. It's for this belt. He's willing to send Stevie Boy right back in the disabled list. It's like you said, James, if there is even an iota, if there's even an inch of that surgically repaired knee, and I heard Stevie Boy tell me, surgeons had said it was in some of the worst condition they had ever seen. They doubted themselves. This is world-class surgeons doubting themselves. They were going to be able to put that together. And for 6 months afterwards, they said, you might take one step off a curb, and that knee might be gone again.
I'm sorry, though. I don't want to be a party pooper. I certainly don't want to be a Shugs Hoose party pooper. But ring that bell right now. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner because Wolfgang, he has homed in on that knee. And all the agony of the past 12 months is flooding back through the body of Stevie Boy.
Listen, you're getting in there with Wolfgang, a ferocious competitor. When he was ICW World Heavyweight Champion, he's got to flow over with a victory. But that's also going to put torque and a little bit of pain on that knee. You see Stevie Boy struggling to get back up. Finally, he's got a spread. He's going for the Glasgow Destroyer early.
Will he hit it?
No. Big Wolfgang's got him caught. Oh, Alabama slam.
The speed of that,
Rolling
the
him
precision.
straight over with one leg.
And that could be. I mean, that knee has to be in tatters.
That just had everything, torquing the leg as he twisted it over. Stevie Boy's head smashing off the ring mat here in Glasgow. In fact, I might have even James, I think it might have just glanced. I think it might have just hit the crown of his head on the right side apron.
Well, Wolfgang maybe won't take much personal delight in dishing out this kind of punishment, or maybe he does, I don't know. But one thing's for sure, this is all business. It's all about the ICW World Heavyweight Championship.
Wolfgang looking very good here in this match so far. He's getting ready to stomp down in that shoulder.
Oh, and the knee again.
That had everything about it, Stevie, to the outside.
The knee colliding with that turnbuckle.
You know, you hear about athletes, certainly in basketball, that have come back from knee injuries and have never truly been quite the same. It's been a short time. You hear about footballers trying to make comeback, basketball players, baseball players. You're never truly the same. Competitors have told you and I, James, that you learn to work around the injury. But when someone is targeted, it's a little bit of an unsaid etiquette. Certainly back there, that when someone's coming back in the first match, you stay away from an injury. You're trying to have the match, you showcase what you can do. But when that belt is on the line, you think about the prestige that has and what this will mean to both these men. You think of the level that Lionheart took this belt to. They want to continue on the lineage of being a world heavyweight champion here in ICW. And Wolfgang, he's already tasted that. Stevie Boy, when doubters, when some went, you're too small, you're meant to be a tag team competitor, you're meant to be a part of this, a part of that. He became the king of insanity. He took on icons here in ICW and he left them lying in a puddle of their own blood. He won that championship. I gotta believe that maybe on this occasion, and I hate saying this, Stevie Boy's heart is outrighted and his head outrighted his physical accomplishments.
Wait a minute.
Spring kick was still suffering though.
Maybe there's
no!
again, Wolfgang. Well, you can't blame him. He is targeting that knee, and rightfully so, because it's a weakness.
Stevie Boy unable to lock that down, and that's going to cause a lot of problems in the premier offense that Stevie Boy likes to put out here in a wrestling ring.
Can't fly around the ring.
He can't fly around, he can't even anchor himself to get the pop so he can blast someone with the Glasgow Destroyer.
Wolfgang methodically picking to pieces the body of Stevie Boy, and it's only a matter of time, let's be honest about it. There's no point trying to sugarcoat it.
Oh, come clock in a trio, whoa.
Stevie Boy in a world of hurt.
Once again, you think about it, all the weight of Stevie Boy is hanging on the cartilage, is hanging on the surgically repaired knee.
Blow after blow, and referee Thomas Cairns chastising Wolfgang, but what do you expect? Wolfgang has to do this. If he wants to be champion, he has to exploit any weakness in Stevie Boy that he can.
Kudos to ICW management, but I've got to believe that is this a step too much. The competitor to Stevie Boy, I believe that he can still do it. I still believe he can do it, but it's got to turn his way. But right up with each passing second in this match, like these fans, I can feel the element of doubt creeping in.
There we go.
It's two, no.
And the fact that Stevie Boy was even able to kick out there is unbelievable, to be honest about it.
Come on, Stevie.
Has to fight through that pain, and that might be mission impossible. Because Wolfgang he's going to keep on bringing that pain.
It's a hot one here in Glasgow, fans.
It's hot, it's humid.
And Wolfgang, red-eyed target. I don't think Stevie Boy even knows what Wolfgang is. Off the ropes. Oh, he's got him! Whoa! Oh, Uranage! 1, 2, 3, no!
That might have been last gasp. That might have been last chance saloon for Stevie Boy. Wolfgang couldn't have seen that one coming though.
No, certainly not. Brand new from, we've never seen that before from Stevie Boy, a desperation move.
It's all about that ICW World Heavyweight Championship. It's vacant right now. One of these two men are going to win it.
Oh, you saw that running cross body to the corner, smashing it. Oh! Shotgun drop kick. He got Wolfgang, but his head smashed straight off. It's smashed straight off the turnbuckle. Wolfgang's not flipping.
That leg has to be in pieces. That knee has to be in bits.
Back into it. Pop up, he's got, no! Oh, God!
God, that's it. That is it. There's
Smashing
no way.
him with a pop-up power slam to the right side apron.
Belly, there's no way Stevie Boy can get up from that. It can't happen, honestly.
You know, you saw that, just throwing out that window of opportunity. It looked like that Stevie Boy could somehow make these fans believe, make you and I believe he hit the Uranage, perhaps remembering, what has happened in recent weeks that has got into the heart, that's got into the soul of Stevie Boy, thinking, I can do this, I will do this.
Well, right now, Wolfgang the only one on his 2 feet. And that says everything to me, because I think that Stevie Boy had one last gasp, one last, breath of fresh air in those lungs. He's fought so hard to get to this point, but Wolfgang has broken it.
Rolling him back into the ring. Here comes Wolfgang, the big former ICW World Heavyweight Champion.
Get ready for the coronation, Wolfgang.
Oh, it looks like he's going for a moonsault.
Oh, Stevie moved. He rolled out the way, Billy.
Well, he's still got it in him.
And now maybe Wolfgang's hurt as well.
You can see Stevie Boy punching that knee, trying to stretch out, trying to get the flow of blood in there. The surgeon, some of the best in the world, put that knee back together.
There is not a soul in this building who has gone to the bar. No one's on their phones unless they're filming this historic moment. Everyone wants to see how this one's going to end. Is this the storybook ending for either one of these men?
Oh, those hard punches. Wolfgang's got all that size behind it, but Stevie Boy throws them fast and hard. Boom. Big European uppercut.
It comes down to this. Who's going to blink first?
Oh, it's going to be, if it comes down simply into that, it's going to be Wolfgang.
I can't believe that Stevie Boy's still in the match. I've got to be honest about it. Nothing against him. He's unbelievable. One of the best.
Stevie Boy, oh, look at that little sign of frustration. Stevie Boy getting frustrated that he's unable to take it to the end. Oh, look at this.
He's taken 10 matches worth of punishment from Wolfgang in one.
He's anchoring himself. He's managing to do it. He's thinking about all those moments, all that pain, time and doctor's surgeries, the rehab, coming back to this moment on this night.
And the harder Wolfgang hits Stevie Boy, the more and more.
It is taken out of the challenger here.
Well, the more and more he just comes back.
Wolfgang, another one. Oh, body shots.
Ducking and diving.
Body shots by the former Bucky Boy. The New Age Pharaoh of Filth. Oh, his leg just gave out. He went to Irish whip him. Oh, no! I don't know if he was playing possum or just adjusting to the situation.
The Stevie Boy slapping that leg.
Cross body to the waiting arms of Big Wolfgang.
Oh!
Poison Rana!
Spiked him!
Nailed him with a Poison Rana!
A paralyzing blow from Stevie Boy.
The Glasgow Destroyer! Can he do it?
This is going to
Can
happen.
he do it?
After all the punishment, the agony.
2, no! A Poison Rana! Then straight into the Glasgow Destroyer, and somehow, you know, we talk about what this means about to Stevie Boy, but don't think for a second what this means to Wolfgang.
Wolfgang just somehow, some way found a way out, and
Wolfgang gesturing to his neck.
all we can do is look to the heavens and wonder where these men are drawing this strength from.
Wolfgang gesturing to his that Poison Rana, I think he kicked out of an instinct. Look at that Stevie Boy trying to drag the limp body.
Well, paralysis might have set in, you could be right. That could have been an instinctual kick out, and now Wolfgang can't move a muscle.
Wolfgang now just beginning to move his arms, but he's not a sign of much else, James.
No, there isn't, and Stevie Boy, as much pain as he's in, trying to drag Wolfgang into his lair.
Oh, this will be
him off.
This will be a big test for that knee.
I don't know if this is smart.
This will be a big test for that knee. He's really struggling to put pressure on that.
Try anything but this.
The punishment, he's twisted that knee up.
Listen to these people.
These fans. Take the shot, split leg moves to Wolfgang.
Those knees right into the midsection of Stevie Boy.
The Cinderella comeback, floating right over. 66! It's done! It's done! No! Oh my God! We're going to have a cornery.
I think Wolfgang just had one.
Are we going to be able to make it? I mean, hopefully I can make it to the end of the show to get some of that delicious toast someone's making. I can't feel my arm. I can't feel my arm.
I don't think Stevie Boy can feel this either. This is unbelievable, Billy. What a main event. What a way to cap off this historic weekend here in Insane Championship Wrestling.
Somehow, after that sick Route 66, mangling, buckling the spine of Stevie Boy.
What else can we possibly see here tonight?
Look at Wolfgang staring down at Stevie Boy crawling towards him. You'd see these fans shaking their heads in just disbelief.
Well, everyone's hushed, wondering where this is going to turn next because
Straight out punch.
It's been so unpredictable, so compelling from first bell.
Stevie Boy climbing to that top rope just to almost get like a vertical, horizontal base to try to be able to punch down.
Wolfgang going up there to meet Stevie.
Oh, no.
You don't think.
Was our sunset flip?
You don't think.
Oh no, he's trying to go for a Glasgow Destroyer, but big Wolfgang, that size just too powerful.
It wouldn't only end the match, it would end Wolfgang's career.
What's Wolfgang got?
Oh, the knee again. I believe down across that rope in the corner turnbuckle.
Twisting and mangling his body, that brute strength. Off the ropes. Oh, that basement elbow smashing into the skull.
This might finally be it because we know where Wolfgang's headed. That top floor.
Here we go. If he hits the howling, he will mash the memory of Stevie Boy. That's it. It's done. One. Wolfgang went up. I see the timekeeper. 2. It's 2.
It's on a knife's edge here. The atmosphere, I can't even begin to describe it.
These two men battling for that right there.
Oh.
The ICW World Heavyweight Championship.
It's everything. It means absolutely everything.
The brand new belt, what that belt means, forged in the hearts and the passions of these men and women of ICW. Trying to go for a smack kick straight to the knee again. Trying to go on for a sneak eyes. Rolling him straight over. 2. No. Stevie Boy unable to anchor himself. Wolfgang using his superior size to just punch him straight. Oh, caught him that time. Satellite DDT.
And the float over as well.
Climb again. What's he going for a suplex? His knee's not going to be able. Oh, a release.
I believe he had that strength left.
Off the ropes. Oh, bouncing, shining whistle right to the back of the head. 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and ICW World Heavyweight Champion, Stevie Boy!
Unbelievable.
Billy, I mean, you were here 1 year ago when this man was dethroned, and you think about the past 12 months, how painful a process it has been for him. Even you must be ecstatic that Stevie Boy has exercised those demons.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I saw this young man. I remember last year at Shug's House Party when that belt was ripped away with him by DCT. What a story that was. What the story was. But Stevie Boy had lost what he fought so long for.
Well, listen.
It's unbelievable. It's just, you think about this young man being told you might never wrestle again. And that belt, of course, held taken to new heights here in ICW by Lionheart.
Yeah, I just saw Stevie Boy, and there we go again.
It's an emotional night. Both these men wanted to win that belt, not only to prove what they are, but to pay tribute.
Wolfgang in behind Stevie Boy. We might not be done yet.
It's going to be hard.
In the eyes of Wolfgang, he believed it was his destiny to become ICW World Champion.
You can hear the ring out. That belt.
Now a look to the heavens.
Lionheart, as they said, that belt.
Right, it must be flowing through both these
He
men.
will forever be World Heavyweight Champion and Inside Championship Wrestling, but that belt, that lineage, that championship belt will continue, and it will continue with Stevie Boy. The ICW, both these men wanted to win that so much.
We have a new champion. Wolfgang exits the ring, and what a performance from him. I mean, you cannot say that Wolfgang, he left everything in that ring.
He certainly did, absolutely. I've never seen a performance from two wrestlers. That was just so heated, so spicy, Kaylee Ray.
The tears in the eyes.
And you think about the suffering they've gone through as a couple, the moments of doubt, and they must have been plenty many moments. I mean, to come back and win the belt, where we all were just a month ago, James. Some of us, we couldn't see a way forward, but that's what this young man symbolises. It's the future. It's the future right there of professional wrestling.
Not only do you have the tag team champions, the Kings of Catch, one of the finest female wrestlers in the world, Kaylee Ray, but you now have the new ICW World Heavyweight Champion.
He's back! Stevie Boy has never been frightened, never been scared of a fight. And now the new age Pharaoh of belt stands atop of his throne. The filthy generation back together.
Well, it might be a filthy generation, but he won that one 100% clean.
Sally did everything. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it's been here. I defy any company around the world to bring you the passion, the heart, the in-ring action that Insane Championship Wrestling does. And fans, we are on the road to fear and loathing. On behalf of my broadcast colleagues, Jen Louise, you've taken your glasses off.
I've taken my
glasses off. I didn't even know you had eyes. James R. Kennedy, I've been Billy Kirkwood, and Simon Cassidy. We're out of here. We'll see you again. Well done, Alistair. Well done, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy that? Well, sadly, folks, that is all we've got time for here tonight. But we are back in Glasgow on Sunday, the 25th of August. Please come along, show your support for us. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, this has been ICW. I am Simon Cassidy. You have been absolutely fucking incredible. Thank you very much, Glasgow. Good night.
Well, there you have it, your mystery opponent, Stevie Boy. Welcome back, first of all, and introducing your new ICW World Heavyweight Champion, Stevie Boy. That was incredible. How do you feel after that? How's the knee?
You know what, Veronica? The knee's good. I'm used to bumps and bruises. It's been a long time, you know, the body adjusts to these kind of things. I can't believe it, man. A year ago, to the day, this exact fucking building, I lay in the middle of that ring, looking up to the skies, a 3 count thundering next to my head, and everything I had worked for since I was 12-year-old, gone, just like that. You know what I mean? I knew being hurt was going to suck. I knew having to sit in the sidelines was going to be a bit of an ego bruiser, but no one could have prepared me for the amount of mental torture I was about to endure. Knowing that I had ran so long and hard and finally get past that ball only for my legs to quite literally give out for underneath me was the biggest fucking heartache I could ever have been dealt. The swings and roundabouts. I get my surgery, and a couple of months later, for whatever reason, 2 things happened that turned my entire world around. Number 1, DCT. I don't know if I destroyed him too many times. I don't know if he's got a wee bit of a screw loose now, but for whatever reason, he decided to rip up that contract that kept me away from this company. And D, make no mistake about it, mate. Whether it's you or me that has to pay the flight, we're going to settle this fucking debt. But more than that, the second thing that got me through this was in December. I sat backstage at the Hydro, at the grandest stage in ICW's history, and I watched Lionheart win the ICW World Heavyweight Championship, and for a split second, that soul-crushing fucking weight that was driving me down was lifted. Because as much as I wanted to be there, being able to look out that curtain and seeing a man who had worked just as hard, if not harder than I did, a man who wanted this just as much, if not fucking more than I did, was now the #1 man in the fucking country, and he had the drive and the determination to take what was just a belt and make it a world fucking championship. Unfortunately, we don't have that man anymore. As fucked up as this world is, they took us from him. But it doesn't matter, because I am back, I am strong, and I'm ready to pick up exactly where he left off. This is the dawn of a new era. Filth Life is fucking back. Cheers, V.
Welcome back, Stevie boy.